We have audio coming through. We do. Okay, so we'll start from the top. Hi, I'm Bull Critters, and this is the Bull Critters Corner. Tonight we are going to be doing our premiere of the Fallout 2D20 system from Modiphius Games. The world we're playing in, or the realm of the world we're playing in, is going to be in Texas. It's one of the
Not because we live in Texas.
It's one of the areas that inside of the actual games has not really been engaged with, other than some side mentions of it.
What about Brotherhood of Steel, right?
At least for the people who consider the was it PlayStation or Xbox? The Xbox game non-canon. And I mean, it wasn't a terrible game, but it wasn't a fantastic game. But it did give some interesting ideas as to things that can be done with the Texas region, much like pretty much any area in the U.S. But we will be engaging with the Texas area. Now then, tonight we have Bull Critter John joining us, and he'll be playing the role of Lawrence Reaver, who is a Vault scientist, a Vault resident. Or were you an actual Vault Tech employee?
I may have been. I was thinking that maybe I came over in Operation Notepad from Estonia.
From Estonia.
Yes, I come to you from Estonia.
Fair enough, fair enough. And then the next person in the lineup that we have is Bull Critter Corn, and he'll be playing Jebediah Smithfield.
Right. Jebediah Smithfield.
And he's just a actual Vault resident with a particular skill set towards living off the land. Probably in the pre-war setting, he was a rancher?
Yeah.
I mean, to afford to be able to get in here, either you were a rancher or your family were ranchers.
Yeah. We did things.
You did things. All right.
We did things.
So the next person to line up and a face that is maybe not as common to the Bull Critters Corner is Deshala. Say hi, Deshala.
Hello.
All right. And Deshala is going to be playing the role of Edwin Thomas, who is a scientist/engineer.
I was working at a bio facility, and there may have been a small explosion, possibly caused allegedly by me.
All right, so
that's why you're red.
Edwin used to work for West Tech. He was a West Tech scientist. Very interesting. And then the final member of the lineup is Son of Pookie. And Son of Pookie is coming in with Dirk Josh, who was a pre-war entertainer, known as the Magnum Man, a very prolific wrestler. And possibly in his early career, even a adult star.
Adult entertainment.
May or may not have been. Allegedly.
His fame, especially in the pre-war environment, his fame came from being the Magnum Man. And he had a strong following of Magnumaniacs.
Magnumaniacs, that's right.
So, with that, we'll talk very briefly about the Vault itself. So these are all members of Vault 44, which means that it was in the earlier run of the Vaults. But given its location within Texas, and Texas having an importance to the pre-war America, no longer because of its oil reserve, because that was spent. It became more of a location to train and prepare military and to also grow crops and maintain cattle. Due to its military importance, many of the vaults in this area had a closer connection with the military branches. And Vault 44 was not very different in that regard. Vault 44 was intended to hold 3 times the standard population of a vault. So instead of 1,000 bodies, or at least an intended 1,000 bodies, this vault would carry 3,000 individuals. But it had 2 massive stasis crypts, which would keep 2 of the extra populations in stasis for 5 years, and then they would switch out activity within the vault. Now, for our vault dwellers, one of the more interesting things that would happen when they went for their first round of stasis is they were enhanced with a few cybernetic implants intended to help maintain the mental health of the vault dweller while in stasis, and also to give them access to an alternate reality to continue to have some existence while in stasis. If you joined us for one of our first combat scenarios, you remember that it was in a virtual reality environment. And at the very end of that, the players were met with the clarion sound of warning bells or warning alarms. And they were told that Father was summoning them. And this is where we will begin. So, as the players, we'll see the background change here. This is roughly what the stasis chambers will be looking like. And each one of these rooms, or each one of these hallways, because they're all built off of a central atrium, hold 100 of these stasis pods. So you can assume that there are several hallways, given that 1,000 bodies were intended to be held. Now, as the clarion bells continue to go off, each one of you find yourselves awakening inside of this steel casket, or steel coffin, if you will. And the entire viewing port, which is intended to be kept clear, so once you awaken, you could theoretically see out. There's a heads-up display that's kind of reading or showing your vitals, and you can hear that the tank is starting to be pressurized, but instead of being able to see through the viewport, it seems like the entire thing is obscured. Something is on the outside of it.
So I'm trapped on the inside?
Right now, it's in the process of opening.
I'm going to start banging on mine.
No. Again, it just has the small viewport. It just seems like something is covering it, making it like you can see that there's light outside. It almost like someone maybe spray painted over it, or there's dust or something on it.
I'm gonna try to force mine open.
Yeah, same.
Okay. For those of you trying to force yours open, if you want to give me an athletics test.
What's the difficulty?
It's just a 1 difficulty. All right. The Magnum Man definitely is going to be able to force that open. Jebediah, you're just not quite there yet. Is anyone else trying to force? Yeah, I mean, you know.
Yeah, I just woke up.
You just woke up. All right, so
I know Pookie said he was, but
Dirk did. He succeeded. So Dirk, you just try to bench press it open. Is that what you're?
Yeah.
Yeah, you just press it. All right. So for those of you that are also in the process of waking up, you guys hear the sound of metal gears being wrenched aggressively, while your coffins are still in the process of opening.
I need you to give me that character, by the way.
Which character?
The Lawrence to the other account on Roll20.
My bad. One moment.
Can I try it once again to force it open?
Yeah. Give me just one moment.
Yeah, I was going to check and see if there were any digital pads inside the pod.
You should
access controls or anything like that.
No, there are no actual access controls on the inside. But Jebediah, you can go ahead and roll. But Dirk, given that you are the one that managed to force yours open, you aggressively press this opening hatch And as you force it, you can see that a cloud of dust has just billowed off of the viewport of your hibernation casket.
All right. Finally got it.
By the time you finally climb out into the hallway, you hear maybe 4 or 5 ports down, another one of these being aggressively pressed open, and more gears being wrenched apart.
And one's being banged on as hard as my wee little arms can do.
I go to the one that's being banged on.
Yeah, that's the same thing.
All right, so standing on the outside, you guys notice that the entire area is not in the state that you would expect it to be in. Normally, this area is cleaned regularly. Dust isn't really allowed to settle anywhere, and everything in here is covered in a pretty hefty amount of dust.
That's not good. Something tells me you've been asleep for a while. And I'm assuming with us two combined, we're going to help them open it and get this thing open.
Oh yeah, with the two of you, y'all should be able to force open the third casket.
All right.
And as you guys wrench that one open, I'm not even going to have y'all roll on this one. Between the two of y'all, you probably could pry the damn thing off with not too much effort. You see names. I'm still not learning them. You see Edwin's character on the inside of the casket. He looks a little bit panicked from not getting out as quickly as he might have assumed he should have. Are y'all helping him out?
Open faster.
Yeah.
I just go. I go start looking at the other coffins.
When I hear the prying, I'll start calling out
we got
"Hello."
I'm going to go to
Is
the
someone
other
there?
one making sound.
Pum 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 pum.
Yeah. I'm going to go help him get out of there.
All right, hey Steve, what do we remember from before we went in here? Is it the stuff we discussed before, where we were on cycles?
Yes.
Being up and in the vault.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think we missed a cycle.
I think we missed more than one cycle.
I think we missed a lot of cycles.
Yeah. All right.
Is anybody else alive in these coffins?
So if you just go to one of the coffins, you wipe off the screen. The view screen also has like your vitals and stuff on it. So the vitals on all of the caskets is looking pretty steady.
Okay.
And then as y'all finally get over to the casket where you hear another person banging and making sound, it's partially opened up with almost no effort at this point. Y'all can finish opening it.
All right.
And inside y'all see the form of Dr. Reaver.
Doc. I don't know what's going on, but we got some bad shit going on.
Do we know each other, Steve?
Thank you.
Or no?
You guys do know each other. If y'all want to know each other in a more intimate way, that's up to y'all. But at the very least, because y'all are all in the same cycle.
Do we know each other in a Magnum way, brother?
Again, that's up
On
to
a scale
y'all.
of 1 to 10, we know each other on an 11.
Assimilation allows you to do anything you want. Why would you not take advantage of that?
I mean, it is possible that y'all had other interactions while within the simulated space too.
The overseer wanted to see us. This place looks like no one's been here for some time.
Yeah, this doesn't look right at all.
This feels wrong.
I'm going to go over to my pod, and since we wrenched it open, I want to see if I can grab like a gear or something to grab a hold of, like a lever.
Yeah, I mean.
Do you have
I'm
basic
sure...
tool proficiency?
No, I'm sure you can find
I got
something.
a basic rip shit apart efficiency.
You can find something to wrench off of the pod if you were wanting to use it as a makeshift weapon.
No one
Yeah,
else
that's all I'm
here.
looking for.
No one else's vitals show that they're in jeopardy, or
No, their vitals seem to be on a very steady level, but it seems like your 4 pods were the only ones that were actually activated.
is there a terminal nearby?
There's a terminal at the end of each one of these 100 casket hallways.
Hey Doc, maybe you should go check the terminal.
Yeah.
I left my C++ book somewhere in my bunk.
Do we know how to get to the overseer? Like,
Yes,
we're familiar with the.
you're familiar with the layout of the vault. So from the hallways in the hibernation area, you go out into what is essentially the hibernation atrium, where they would keep you for a day or two while you fully come to.
Yeah.
And then you would go out into the vault proper.
So, after inspecting the fact that the life signs are good, we must there must be something wrong, but not too bad, or else
Well,
I don't know if we would have made
everybody
it
else
out.
is still in good condition, so
Yeah.
maybe they chose to skip us for a few cycles.
I wonder why they brought us out of cycle to see the overseer.
I'm concerned about all the dust.
Yeah,
Like,
why would they
it
skip
looks
us? What'd you do on your last cycle?
We were in combat.
Were we
doing
in combat?
simulation combat. I think so. I
Yeah.
don't remember.
I don't remember.
Yeah, me neither.
I mean, it feels like we're always in combat. I don't know. Let's get out of here. Let's go find what the overseer wants. You ever wonder why the overseer doesn't go through cycles? It's kind of weird.
Did they elect a new overseer?
Steve, are there supposed to be people in here like monitoring this? So on each cycle, people are
There's
awake,
supposed
right?
to be people in here that are monitoring it. The place is generally cleaned and maintained by Mr. Handies, which are also missing.
Well, something's really wrong.
Something is definitely on the not great side.
I go over to the terminal and check the date.
All right, so the last date y'all remember is actually 2085. That's when y'all went into hibernation the last time. Okay. When you look at the console, it's punching 2285.
All right, that's got to be a mistake.
That's 200 years.
Hey Doc, this
How?
ain't right. Can you check this?
My math's not so good, but I think this is
Well,
bad.
I only see two conclusions. One would be that there's a mistake, obviously. The other would be that a lot of time passed between the overseer calling for us and us waking up.
Yeah, but these units aren't designed to be on for 200 years, are they? Wouldn't that drive a person insane to be in simulation for that long?
Well, I don't know how you're feeling.
If we didn't know how much time was passed, why would we go insane?
I mean,
for us, it felt like days.
Insanity is a subjective position.
Sir, can you do me a favor and make me a intelligence test? Just an intelligence test. No other skill attached to it.
Don't need no intelligence.
Who, me?
Actually,
yeah,
there's
yeah.
no way to do that.
Does
I just
the
need
air
you to
seem
roll a
stale?
D20. The air, no. The air, yeah, it is a little stale. And it's not as cold in here as it should be. It's still cool, but not as cold as it should be.
It seems like life support might be failing as well.
Fail.
I
Okay,
say we continue with
sure.
caution.
Right now, I need you to actually roll on your chart of characters twice. And then I need you to do something really hard once you get the results on that.
You're gonna combine those motherfuckers.
I'm just gonna roll D10 because I only have 10 done. So.
Okay. Whichever number dice you have, I'm sorry.
It's gonna be Goldberg and
So while you're having
I
this
can't remember the name
conversation,
they do for the joke.
you actually feel the mentalities of both of these personalities rise to almost a conflicting point where you're trying to encompass both personalities in one go.
Who did you get?
I got Rob Van Dam and the Macho Man Randy Savage.
That's a lot of high flying, dude. It's a lot of high flying.
Yeah, you know, my brother, this doesn't seem right. I think maybe the madness, brother, is taking over. Coffee, yeah.
All right.
If we hit him, does it reset him?
No. No, we've tried that before.
All right. Are y'all doing
Okay,
anything else with the terminal?
Is there anything else? Oh, doctor. Oh, smart people.
Is there any
I
way?
went to the terminal. I go, what is this?
Is this like Fallout, or is this where like your ad terminals really only access what's local usually? Or like I'm gonna try to attempt to see if I can use the terminal to access other parts of the, so like we can know what the fuck we're about to walk into, I guess.
Go ahead and give me a science roll.
Science
Difficulty
bitches.
2.
Ooh. I'm gonna give you AP like right
I
now.
start looking around, see if there's anything I can climb in here.
Oh, the pods.
The
I
bods,
start climbing on top of the pods.
the bods, you could probably monkey climb on the like monkey bars on the vents.
Oh my god. He's surprisingly agile. He's
No,
such a strong man.
And once I get up there, I just start. Once I get up on top of the bars, Steve, I just start going like this.
Are we going to do anything about this?
No, Sam is playing.
1 die for each skill rank, or
No.
what
it's
did you again?
2d20. You
2d20.
just, if you just click on science, it'll give you the science roll.
Okay. Difficulty 2.
Difficulty 2. Wow.
Did you succeed?
He didn't just succeed, he got a critical.
What? Oh shit! I gotta go look at that now.
Wow. All right.
That's the way to open it.
So you first just go through the terminal itself, and then using your scientific knowledge, you start hacking a little bit. And you're picking through, trying to get into the security cams, and you manage to pull the security cam from the main atrium that leads up to the Vault Dweller's office, and you don't see any people. You do see lots of scorch marks along the plating and the walls.
Any of the handymen?
Well, the Mr. Handies, some of them do come equipped with a blowtorch or a flamer. You do see that is a thing, and then switching through some of the other cameras.
What about the front vault door?
You can't find the front vault door feed, but you do manage to pull up the feed for one of the storage areas.
I'm gonna leap down next to John, or John's character.
Okay.
I'll point the screen.
Oh yeah, you see that, brother? Something's going on here, dude. Something's bad.
And
Most definitely.
It's like somebody
when you
snapped
pull
it
up
to
the
his flames.
camera feed for the storage area,
I'm gripping
you
the
see
pipe.
that it looks like someone barricaded the door, moving most of the crates and boxes that were in the mass storage location to block the path into that particular room.
Which room is this?
The mass storage, bulk storage.
So somebody's blocking off bulk storage with bulk
Someone
storage.
blocked
shit.
off bulk storage. So from the cameras that you can see, bulk storage is blocked off. And then just going through like hallways and stuff, you see that there seems to be scorch marks. A lot of the lights are either inactive or that like broken, flashy, not
Flickering.
great. Flickering, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look at the other rooms that lead towards that area with the warehouse, just because I figure we might be going there eventually since it's blocked off. And I'm gonna ask everybody else, like, are there any maintenance tunnels that go in there? Like, does anybody know if there are any maintenance tunnels?
I don't, but I can tell you by looking at some of those scorch marks that whatever got hit with those did not end well.
Do I look like a janitor? Hmm?
I would guess that
Oh,
it's not from
I
the
don't.
cutscenes. Or
Give
the
me
animal.
whoever, our engineer, Edwin. You are an engineer. Go ahead and give me a repair check on the question of the maintenance tunnels.
Okay. So it's
You click on repair, and it's how many what's difficulty, 1 or 2?
The difficulty is just a 1.
And it's always 2 dice.
So it should be submit 2 dice, and then it's submit one more time for 1 difficulty.
well, wait. What am I supposed to be clicking on? I don't have anything to click on.
On your character sheet.
Repair.
Oh,
On
okay.
your character sheet.
Um,
Oh, he not make his character sheet yet?
I did top right, the top right portion
This
of
little note card
the
looking,
rolled. Yeah.
or maybe a newspaper looking thing. Click on
It
that.
looks
There
like
should
a
be a name
newspaper.
inside of it. If you double click on that, a character comes up.
Thank you.
If the result comes back a yes, I'm just gonna look at the video that's going towards that maintenance tunnel area to see if that's clear, and then I'm going to suggest that we head out with caution to the Overseer. Overseer.
Lawrence, I need you to do me a favor.
You made it a
plus
difficulty of 8.
What's the Vega?
Okay, so just looking at that, unfortunately,
It's supposed to be difficulty 2.
Yeah, he rolled a 16 and a 20.
Matters anyways. How can you tell what he rolled? Does it tell you? Because you're the DM?
If you mouse over the number, where it says 0 success, if you mouse over the 0, it'll.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. Hey, okay.
So you're thinking about it.
Oh, I got a complication.
And although you know that there are service tunnels everywhere, for the life of you, right now, you are convinced that the only way to gain access to the service tunnels to begin with is going to be through the reactor room.
Oh, yeah, in the old world, brother, I saw.
We have to go through the reactor room.
It was called Aliens.
That can cause a lot of explosions.
Lord,
is there anything in the reactor room?
Can you check the cameras towards the weapons room and see if we can get to that?
Yeah, there you go. Weapons in.
Let's just go to the reactor
the
room.
armory. If the armory.
Let's get weapons first.
So you flip through a couple of extra cameras.
Yeah.
While you're flipping through the cameras, you notice that there are several cameras that have been destroyed or are no longer giving you a feed. And although you can't get a feed on the inside of the security room, you do manage to pull the feed on the camera in the hallway outside of the security room. And it looks like the door leading into the security room, because there are these sliding doors, has actually been buzzsawed open.
And do the Mr. Handies happen to have buzzsaws?
Yes, they do.
So I have a feeling that we're going to run into a lot of Mr. Handies, and the best case scenario we have at this point for getting weapons and armor would be off the bodies of those that were killed by said Mr. Handies, which also informs us of its effective nature of the same weapons and armor.
You guys are smart. Can you figure out why the Mr. Handies? Is there a shutdown protocol?
I'm sure there is. Do I know it? No.
Yeah, that would be something the Overseer probably would have been able to handle, I feel. Unless the Overseer sent the... Ooh.
Alright, while you guys are discussing this...
Are there any explosives in the room?
in your room?
I would have found them by now.
And I mean like chemicals with which I could combine together to make a small explosive.
Negative, not at this moment.
I mean, you have a lot of cryogenic stuff, like to freeze things. That's about it.
What about something like a fire extinguisher?
All right. Just a moment. While you guys are still in discussion here, right?
Yes.
I'm going to have to move to the Magnum Man. Magnum Man. Moving out of the room, while the others are involved with the console, you find yourself walking out into the Awakening Atrium, which, when it was at its prime, should look like the image on your screen. It's a pleasant garden-type area. Normally, this area is kept at about a steady, like 72, 73, a very nice kind of temperature that used to play the sounds of like chirping birds in the daytime or the light play of crickets or something at night. So people in the awakening process coming out of hibernation sickness would be able to really come back into it. What you walk out into is the smell of decaying plant matter. And all of the nice plants in the area now just are untended. It hasn't been watered. It just is a very not pleasant smell in here. And although there is something playing over the audio, now it's just kind of the crackly static of like a broken radio.
All right, I just continue through towards that room that
You're
John
just
was
gonna
looking at.
continue on?
Yeah, on the monitor.
Okay. So you're going to continue on. I'm going to jump back to them as you start to make your way into the hallways. The rest of the group, while you guys are standing back there, still at the console.
He just leaves a room? I'm not leaving without him.
Left. After a couple of minutes, the smell of decaying plant matter finally hits y'all while you guys are
We
in the
should
middle of that
probably follow him.
conversation you were having.
Anyone else smell methane?
Yeah, we should.
I don't do meth, but
I don't. Just because I'm a hick doesn't mean I do meth.
I want to follow Magnum.
At least you have a lever, and then yeah, we all should be with everybody.
Yeah, let's all go together.
Is there anything that I can use to strike sparks?
Probably not. No.
All right.
I mean,
your personal equipment is probably in bulk storage, where everyone's personal equipment goes when they're in hibernation.
Well, I mean, it could be in any of the boxes just outside of bulk storage.
So you guys are going to start making your way after the Magnum Man.
Which way is Magnum Man going?
Overseer, your head's becoming more towards the bottom.
Oh, that's because my camera keeps moving. I gotta come get that other camera from you. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. He's like the floating head of Zoran.
I mean, that works. Okay. So Pookie,
that from Power Rangers? That's Zoran from Power Rangers.
I sure said that.
Fucking goddamn right.
All right, so Pookie, just the hallways you have to hit are pretty straightforward. Bulk storage is one of the first areas outside of the hibernation chambers. So,
and as I walk through like the Macho Man. So like I dart my eyes around and I move a lot. Like I'm
while you're walking through, just marching down the hallway, you're darting your head back and forth. You're looking. The first thing you see is the skeletal form of what probably was a vault dweller, given the fact that it's still wearing a vault jumpsuit. And the back of the jumpsuit has been literally buzzsawed through. Yeah, and the blue of the uniform is now stained a purpley red.
Oh yeah, someone had a bad
It's
day.
Pit Boy's missing.
I took his Pit Boy. Madness, brother. Anything else on him?
You're gonna search the body?
Yeah.
You find a stim pack and 2 empty stim pack syringes.
I'll take the stim pack.
I'll take a femur.
And I take his
As you're going over the body,
I take
your
his vault.
compatriots finally catch up with you.
I take his vault suit and I drape it over my shoulders like a makeshift. You know, Randy Savage used to wear that cloak with like the wings, dude.
Roger.
He walked around.
Doctor's note: at least 3 stim packs needed to prevent buzzsaw death.
I hand the lever. Does anyone want the lever? I'm taking the femur.
I'll take the lever.
All right.
We were saying you'd rather have a bone, brother.
I'm saying that femurs
a man
are pretty
after
hard.
the Magnum Man's heart. Oh yeah.
All right.
Take you towards
Look
the
good.
As y'all continue down the hallway, go ahead and the lot of you go ahead and give me, what is this? Still getting a little familiar with the system. I want a perception check. What would we do? That's a survival check.
Yep. So.
See, but it's tagged endurance. So how do you change it to perception?
How do you tag it to perception?
I think you just have to do it yourself.
What's the difficulty?
So it would be your survival plus your perception. So just go ahead and roll a survival roll, and we'll adjust the maths.
I got 1 critical success.
I got 1 success.
Success.
Not critical though.
Success. Yeah, this is not the most perfect character sheet, but it is nice to have. And I still need a roll from the good doctor, Dr. Reaver. Dr. Reaver?
He's still trying to figure it out. He's like, don't be making me switch screens. He's like, I'm trying to work on like 5 different computers here, motherfucker. I got shit everywhere. It reminds me, hey, you remember Vampire, the first Vampire, the Masquerade game? The Malkavian with all the computer screens?
What roll do you need from me? I didn't realize my mic wasn't on.
I need a survival roll.
Sorry.
Dev null. That's who it was, wasn't it? Dev null.
Oh,
Difficulty.
you're talking about the computer game. I was thinking of our role-playing games.
Difficulty
is your
1.
perception plus your survival.
Yeah.
Just roll
Difficulty
2d20.
that would be a difficulty of
1.
Oh, 1 difficulty. Sorry,
okay.
misunderstood the question. Okay, not bad, not bad. So, some of y'all did manage to see it. Actually, the only one that didn't see it is Edwin. Edwin's still looking at that body.
Yep.
How do you feel about that body, Edwin?
Nothing.
How are you feeling about that? Okay, for those of you that made the success, at the end of the hallway, for a half second, you thought you saw something about the size of a dog moving, but it shot right past the hallway. For the critical success, the Magnum Man, you saw a roach that was roughly the size of a dog.
Have I ever seen one before?
A roach that size?
Yeah.
You live in Texas. Yeah.
You've seen water bugs. This is a water bug on crack.
I grab Damien's character's shoulder and I say, "Stay calm, brother. But the madness just saw a cockroach as big as a dog, brother, at the end of that hallway. Oh yeah."
Yeah. I will snap the femur in half, and I have 2 daggers. I'm like, down. I got you.
It seems that you have a bone to pick.
All right, so as soon as he says "I got you, Steve," I just take off full run towards the rat roach.
Okay.
Oh God!
All right, so I'm don't have a combat map for this, but you guys rushed down the hallway, right?
Yeah.
Edwin,
And
keep pace.
very, very clearly, this thing probably was not expecting any of this to happen. It was just minding its business. You came around the corner, and there is this ginormous roach right on the wall. Climbed up onto the wall. What do you do?
Can I I want to make a wrestling move attack.
All right.
Elbow drop that motherfucker.
Now, since I'm 2 separate people, do you want me to choose which list, or what do you want to do?
You can choose which list.
Okay.
Oh, it's a madness.
How's it going, Misa? Thanks for joining.
Hey, Misa.
I'm assuming that's the roll to decide which.
I'm gonna grab this roach and attempt to put him in a sleeper hold.
Okay.
So stupid.
Go ahead and make me a roll.
Radiation. Oh, it's so good to me.
Oh, no successes. And I think I hit my complication range. Let me check that real quick. Yeah, I have a complication. With no successes.
Okay, so you watch as the Magnum Man runs around the corner.
Oh, just go to sleep.
Jebediah is not very far behind him, right?
Go to sleep.
And without missing a beat, you watch the Magnum Man grab the roach, dog-sized roach, off the wall, and it looks like he's putting it in a sleeper hold. But given it's a roach and it can squeeze through tight spaces, as he tries to lock it in, it just crawls around onto his back. Jebediah, what do you do?
I'm going to try to stab it, but in a downward motion so I don't actually stab him.
All right, go ahead and roll.
Watch out, dude. He's slippery.
He's slippery. There we go. This is how it all goes bad.
And this is where he dies.
And this is how Magnum Man met his end. Can I play an intelligent red roach?
All right, so. Oh, what a critical success!
All right, so critical success. So that's 2 successes. That means you have 1 success plus a floating action point.
Do you want to do the damage for a switchblade?
Yeah,
Without the piercing. Yeah, so just do 2 plus your strength.
Yeah, 2 plus your strength.
Okay. So that should be 3 then. So damage you have to roll over on this one, right? Yeah, so just roll 3d6.
3d6.
You can roll 3d6, or you could hit the dice thing 3 times. It's up to you.
Ooh!
It's 2 damage with 2 effects.
If only you had vicious on that, right?
I
If
know.
only.
Hey, it's a shard of a bone, man. Pretty nasty.
All right, so you jam the bone, the broken femur, into the rad roach.
Yeah.
And you're not entirely sure if you also dab Dirk or not.
Oh yeah, brother. Here comes the
But
Magnum Man
when-
sidekick,
when
the
you-
6-shooter dude. And he hits him with an illegal object.
Stab it, there's that foul smell that seems to come from roaches, and you can see that the greenish slimy goo from the wound is now all over the back of the Magnum Man.
Who's wearing a cape, by the
Who's
way?
wearing a cape? It's all over his
another
cape.
vault suit.
It's all over his cape.
It's all over his
But
cape.
the very large roach ceases to move after you stab it.
All right, and I'll just like try it, like just slam it and just drop the whole bone onto the ground.
I turn around and I look down and said, "Oh yeah, that's right, dude. I told you to go to sleep, dude."
I'll move over to the roach body.
Yes.
All right.
This is quite
And
interesting.
I'm trying to look, see, is this like an actual roach? Is this like what's happened to make a roach this big?
Are you trying to identify what species of roach it is, or are you trying to determine how it got this big?
Number one, is it actually a roach?
It appears to be a roach.
All
Foreign
right.
objects.
Anything deeper than that is going to require a science roll.
You guys.
All right, with one success, you can't firmly say that it is or is not the creation of something in particular. But you do remember, as a West Tech employee, that there was a particular project that was being done both in the California Operations Center and in one of the Virginia Operations Center that did mention certain reports of muscular growth, but this was all mammalian creatures. So
I'll hold up a big, like, roach leg.
yeah.
No muscles, yet it still grew. Ooh.
Yes.
What do you mean?
It
What
is
the hell are
quite
you
big.
talking about?
There was an experiment. We got mammals to grow big, but never insects.
Why
Yeah.
would you want bigger mammals? Like bears and shit.
If you're trying to put butts in the seats, dude, you
Well,
gotta be
you
on the
see,
gas, brother.
there was a war.
Mm.
Yes.
This
Nothing
is
like-
the size of a drumstick, right?
Nothing like a 30-foot bear with two
Am-
miniguns
am I
chained
wrong?
to his waist.
I mean, I'm not going to eat that right now.
It would be most likely similar to lobster. And then I proceed down the hall, like trying to look out to see
I will pick up my bone femur.
very
and continue
calmly.
on.
Like,
I'm gonna take this with
Dirk,
me.
you good?
So is my cape covered in rat juice? I'm just gonna take the cape off.
Yes. Your cape is
What,
covered in
my war-
butt guts.
I tell you what, dude, I'm okay, but my wardrobe is suffering. Oh yeah.
Okay.
Definitely want to get this to the science labs.
So continuing down the hallway here, you guys see a couple more vault personnel bodies that look like they met the wrong end of a Mr. Handy, be it the flamey part or the buzzsawy part.
I'm gonna
And then
fashion
No
another
pit
cape.
boys?
no
A-
Pit
any-
Boys.
anything
All the
on
Pit
them at
Boys
all?
appear to be missing.
All the pit boys are missing.
It seems like either they were running for their lives and did not pick anything up, or someone has already picked over their bodies. But given the dusty nature of the hallway, short of a couple of little scribbly marks in the dust, none
quick,
of this was recent.
quick question. After the first body that doesn't have anything on it, when I approach the second body, can I like determine if it looks as though it's already been rummaged through before I interact with it?
That would be perception survival or perception medicine.
I mean,
so you
we
could
did find a
probably
Pip-Boy on.
assume that, given the fact that the Pit Boys are all missing. So
There's no-
the standing assumption is that it's definitely been rifled through because the Pit Boys are missing.
No stim packs or anything?
Mm-mm.
No.
If they'd had 3 stim packs, they probably would have survived. That's our ongoing belief right now, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna take
3
that. Yeah, I think you're right. But here's what I don't understand. Where are the things that killed them? The Mr. Handies.
Well, the Mr. Handies probably didn't rummage through them, and I don't think the Pip-Boy fits the Rad Roach. So somebody came in between now and then. There's no evidence that the handymen are even here still.
Or someone took control of the handyman, killed off everyone during the cycle, and then took all their shit.
Yeah.
I'm gonna continue on to the barricade room. The room with all gear.
Oh, what about the overseer?
Weapons. Let's get weapons.
So y'all come to the end of the hallway where the bulk storage is, and the door has been buzzsawed open. So it's just a sharp metal chunk that's still there. But you see the barricade behind the open door, which is just, lockers and large bulk containers that have all been shoved in the direct path of the doorway.
Is there enough room to worm your way through?
You might be able to worm your way through. For the skinnier members of the party, yes.
Yeah. Me and Dirk are just going to hang back. It's not going to happen.
Ain't gonna happen. Oh, yeah.
I don't like tight places.
What's in the storage that's outside these stacked boxes and crates?
A little bit too much meat on this beef stick to fit through that.
Has this all been gone through as well?
Check in the crates. It's the ones that are towards the front are vault suit storage, so there's probably...
He died!
No, don't do it.
He died.
Repeat that?
There we go.
Vault suit storage?
So it's new suit storage, probably some survival rations, a crate of canteens.
Mr. Magnum Man, you might be able to find replacement clothes in one of these crates.
Yeah, I want to look for a different outfit too, because wearing Vault Tech right now is probably not the best thing.
All I need is my ring wear,
Well, I mean, with the guts of a rad roach, or guts of a giant roach all over your body.
I already dropped that cape, Jack. Oh, yeah, I got a new one, brother.
Oh, it was just the cape?
Yeah.
Since it was on his back, it was just the cape, yeah. Alright, so... let's see here. Edwin, you're going to try and worm your way inside of the storage area?
Yeah.
Alright, so worming your way through the small gaps in the barricaded boxes. You get to the other side, and you see that there are 6 Vault Tech, or Vault Suit wearing skeletal bodies that are lying against different walls. And in the lap, in the hand of one of them, you see that there is a 10mm pistol still.
Okay.
And you can see... Let me finish setting the scene before you go.
Okay.
You see that inside the area, some makeshift sleeping areas had been set up, and there are several empty survival ration packs that are just laying around the area. Please, interact with the scene.
All right.
And while we're at it,
I'll yell out, well, it looks like they chose to make a stand here. There's empty food containers and gun.
Does anyone have a bullet hole in their head?
Oh, I look around. Does one of them have a bullet hole?
Four of
All
them do.
6 of them.
6 of them do.
All 6 of them have a bullet hole.
Yeah. That looks like it's true for all of them.
Okay. I'm sure it's self-inflicted.
I'll check the gun.
1 round left in it.
Only 1 round left. I'll throw it out.
Oh yeah, I'm not a gun guy. Dirk, you want the gun?
Looking around.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Looking around. So for the bulk containers,
There's 1 bullet in the gun.
there is 1 bullet left in the gun. Yes.
He left it in case somebody was late to the party.
For the bulk containers, there are 2 bulk containers in here, or 3 actually, but one of them is clearly empty, and then one is labeled Cycle 2 and one is labeled Cycle 3. And you know that you are from Cycle 2, so that's probably Cycle 2's storage.
Okay, so I'm gonna go to our Cycle 2 storage.
So inside of the Cycle 2 storage is the personal effects of each one of the people in Cycle 2.
1,000 people's effects.
1,000 people's effects, which includes your basic equipment as well.
Yeah.
All right. So is it labeled?
Of course it's labeled.
All right. I'll find my stuff, put it off to the side. I'll find Dirk stuff, Magnum stuff. And who am I missing?
Lawrence.
Lawrence.
Dr. Reaver.
Yes, Dr.
Oh,
Reaver.
Jebediah.
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 Oh my God!
That makes me wonder what everybody
My
else
lucky
has, though.
baseball bats.
And, are you guys okay with me taking stuff from other people? They might not be waking up anytime soon.
Yes, I'm okay with that. We might need supplies.
Yeah, I put on my.
Is
Whether they say yes or not, I'm going to go through other people's stuff.
okay.
No, we're not okay. Okay, I won't. My shirt.
They're not in this room, right?
All right. So for the most part, a lot of what you'll find is people's actual personal effects, wedding rings, pictures, actual personal effects. Is there
Not like it's
anything in
just impact.
particular that you're actually looking for?
Private pornography photos.
Scavenger roll? That thing?
That would be a scavenger roll.
Oh.
Vintage porn is always a currency.
That's my porn, brother. Oh yeah.
What's the scavenger roll?
Just a moment.
Oh, okay.
Actually,
Do we get +1 strength if we find a lot of Gragnok comics? Because somebody's got to be sporting some Gragnok comics. I was like,
Yes, because we can all read it. Remember?
I put on my wrestling tights and my mask.
Yeah, I want to switch into my cam. I want to put my camo stuff over.
all right. I will
over
pull
my
your other tokens out momentarily. But you guys are switching to your more comfortable clothing.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'll just put on a top hat. Classing up the joint.
Wondering, where are you? You've hidden yourself from me. Okay. So, to do a deep scavenge.
That's how I always scavenge. Deep.
see if you can find
Scavenging a scene.
a black suit in my cut.
All right.
We got a photo for that already from Fallout.
Since it is a untouched area, see here.
Deep
It tells me the
untouched
difficulty.
area.
AP may be spent to gain additional rolls. Each AP spend allows you to make 1 additional roll on 1 loot table for 1 item category.
We're gonna give you 6 AP, like, right
contains
now.
Up to the maximum for each category.
6
Time
fucking AP.
to have the amount of time. Okay. So for you to do one search of the area, so one like deep dive, will take you 30 minutes, and it is a perception plus survival roll. And if you had someone in there, then someone could assist you with the roll.
Could you get me in there? Can I physically?
I can probably get in there if he calls for help.
You all could get in there. It's just a matter of taking the time to move all the crap out.
Well, no, don't move all the
let's
crap
do
because
that.
then anybody can come in as well. If nobody's come in so far.
Yeah, but instead us 3 being out here like sitting ducks.
Yeah. Well, I was thinking about going in because I can probably fit through. So it would just be you two sitting out like sitting ducks.
Dirk, let's go inside. Let's get in there.
You go in, brother. I'm gonna stay out here and keep watch. Oh yeah.
Well, if you come in, we can all close up everything, and
Yeah, so I'm gonna go in and start helping.
are you
Whoever
sure?
has the gun stays outside.
Because I can crawl
All right.
through.
I got
Well,
a thing
then
about
I don't
heights
do
and
crate
spaces,
lifting.
brother.
I'll help out there because I have a tagged skill. Cause hell yeah. All right, so. All right,
My survival is crap, and my perception is crap.
I got you. I got you. What's the difficulty?
Okay, sorry. The difficulty is going to be a 1.
1 and. How are we getting it? Can we just get like AP?
Y'all
like,
can generate AP by just making
Rally check.
Extra rolls.
making rally checks to build up some successes.
Can you rally us up a little bit there, Pookie?
Yeah, I can do it. Can I make a charisma speech, Steve?
Sure.
As I bust into a promo.
Bust into a promo for us.
You see, brother, in these times, these dark times, oh yeah, you gotta depend on your fellow man to look for some gear, brother, to get you through this place, dude. Maybe you can find me a cup of coffee, brother. Yeah.
I believe in the Dirk.
More importantly, we can find guns.
We're living in the-
It's 1 AP, brother.
Hey, I'll take it. So, 1 AP gives me an extra die, right?
Yes.
All right.
And can we use luck on this?
You can use luck on this. Now, essentially what this is going to do, right? You're going to get to pick from one of the categories I'm going to throw out. For each additional action point that you spend not on rolls, you can gain access to another category. And then depending on the successes you make will dictate how many times you can roll on that particular category if you make successes.
All right.
Is your
That makes
perception?
sense.
What's your perception, Corn? Because it's rolling you as if you're perception.
Oh, endurance. Yeah, I need to blow a luck point then, because I got one. I would have only had 1 success.
All right, so the categories that you can roll within for this one right here is going to be ammunition, clothing, chems, ammunition, clothing, chems, oddities and valuables, or beverages. Those are your 5 options. Which
You
chart?
gotta try to get that coffee, man.
Gotta get coffee.
Get that coffee, cup of coffee.
I guess we're gonna do beverages.
Okay, so you made 1 success.
Yeah.
And
I
are
love
y'all
that
using
decision.
are y'all using an action point to do
Roll
any other
another category.
categories?
Oh, use the action point and do another category, D.
Ammo.
Ammo, yeah.
Ammo. Okay.
Okay, so then I need another test for the ammo.
All right. So.
You can just roll 2d20 and then look what your perception is.
Yeah.
Did you ever roll your luck on that first one? You used
No,
to
I
say-
did not.
Oh, okay.
Oh, go ahead and roll your luck on the first one.
All right. So reroll what? Reroll
1
1 or
D20.
reroll-
1d20.
All right. Reroll 1 to 20. Oh, good. I got a 4, so that's a success. So 2 successes on that one now.
Okay, so the first one was your beverages, and then I need your second roll.
Critical success.
Success.
What
So
does the
that's
extra roll get you, or this extra success get you anyway?
AP points.
Oh, AP points.
Any test.
It ain't AP points, but the extra successes here also translate to how many times you're rolling on the particular chart to get loot. So you made 2
Awesome.
successes on the ammunition chart, so I need you to roll 2d20. And instead of doing it like a normal roll, this time you're actually adding it together, but I need you to make that roll 2 times.
All right.
So
This
Steve,
is going to be the 2 successes off of ammunition, and then we'll go and do the 2 successes off of
Beverage.
beverages.
So 30 on ammo, 20 on beverage.
Them rolls be symmetrical as fuck.
while he's looking for 30 minutes, Steve, I'm just gonna keep cutting promos to get our AP pool to 6,
Okay.
so that we're full.
So the entire time that you guys are digging through this stuff, all right. And what were your 2 rolls for ammunition?
I got 30 total
And 20.
and 20 for beverage.
30 and 20. So you managed to find. No, I need 2 rolls just on the ammunition chart. So 30 and 20 for ammunition.
Okay, sure. Yeah, and then.
So
one
you
roll for beverage.
find 6 Magnum rounds, so 6 44 Magnum rounds, and you find 12 10mm rounds.
Okay, so
And then down to the beverages.
19 on the beverages.
2 of those.
Yep, 2 of those. What'd you get? 19 and 20. So to 28. 28. Okay, so what you
Sorry.
find is a beer and a Nuka-Cola cherry.
Nice. Nice. So I come out and I crack open the beer and I hand it to him.
Hey,
I hand it to Dirk and I go, I don't have a coffee. I have beer.
Now, that doesn't mean that this place can't be further scavenged. It just means that it will take another 30 minutes, and then
What'd you got in
eventually
the-
you will deplete it.
What you got in the ammo?
12 10mm and 6 Magnum rounds. That I'm handing you all that because I don't shoot small guns.
All right. So 12 ammo.
Yeah, so we should have 13 ammo now.
I already had 18.
And then you also find all of your own personal gear, so you guys are actually equipped the way your character sheets are equipped.
All right.
Okay.
I have a baseball bat now. I'm all happy.
You do have your baseball bat.
Molotovs.
I do joke around when I see those Molotovs. I'm like, can you please be very careful with those?
Are we ready to see the overseer?
Also, very interestingly, the 6 bodies inside of this room all still have their pit boys.
Ah.
So I have a pit boy.
So we have pit boys.
Well, we already have pit boys from our character sheet, right? So this is
You
like
guys
6
had your own
extra
pit
pit
boys.
boys that
There's
we're
6
tossing
extra.
in a bag.
Yeah, we should definitely
Yes.
keep those. So if our
Keep
characters
those.
die,
Most
we can use them for a
definitely.
new character. Yeah, keep them.
Plus, they probably sell for a lot.
Yeah, we really should play like
No,
that because this could
they
be
don't
as
have a-
brutal as early D&D
No, they don't have a sell rating, so I'm assuming you can't sell them.
or
But
L5R.
you can wear them.
You could sport 4 of them.
One on each limb. Super targeting.
I'll pin him. You want me to pin him down? I'll pin him down. I think I have the most carry weight. So
Yeah, you do. By like,
One on each limb, and you're a monk.
Yeah.
Again, remember, the entire time y'all are in here, normally the vault is fully lit up, or at least
Yeah, it's
based
all
on the daytime that it is, or the daytime cycle that the vault was maintaining. It would light and dim based on that. Right now, almost all of the lighting is at like the midnight hour lighting setting. So it is at the lightest edge of you can see, but not super bright.
Yeah. Like we're on low power mode.
Yeah, kind of like you're on low power mode.
You know where we can find out about that?
In the reactor room?
Yeah.
in the reactor room.
All right. So let's which is closer, the reactor room or the overseer room?
The reactor.
Let's go to the reactor room.
Are there any rad supplies?
Are there any what?
Radiation supplies?
We'd have to do
No.
some more delving.
Our Pip Boys should have Geiger counters on them.
Yep.
Your Pip Boys do
And
have Geiger counters.
flashlights. And something
And
else. too.
flashlights.
And
yes.
compasses and
So we might have a whole map of the
They're
facility.
actually a very
Radiation.
good multi-tool.
Multi-tool.
Dark Magnum multi-tool.
Multi-tool.
Dark Magnum
Multi-tool.
multi-tool.
Dark Magnum multi-tool.
Negative, I am a meat popsicle.
Alright. So you guys are going to start making your way towards the reactor.
Yes, sir.
So
I have my Geiger counter going.
Oh yeah.
well,
Me
you
too.
have your Geiger counter going. Very good.
Can you show me how to use this
One
damn
time
thing?
I was at a power plant, dude, and the WCW is where we trained all the up and coming wrestlers. So I know my way around a fusion reactor. Yeah.
Is that the same kind of power plant, Dirk?
I don't think so, but I found it interesting.
As y'all begin to make your way in the direction of the reactor, you guys do find yourselves passing by
I mean,
the
yeah.
botanical garden.
It is possible, dude. There's 6 jack guys down here running the lights, but I don't think so. You never know.
We glance over at the botanical garden as we keep going.
Is it
It's just a sealed door, but you're
is it dead
right
like
next to
everything
it.
else?
You can go in and find out.
I pry open the doors.
Right, surprisingly, you actually have to pry open the doors. The power that would
Oh,
be
yeah.
there to generally slide these doors seems to not be there. And as you pull open the botanical garden, the stink of rotting plant matter just wafts out. But also, as you pry open the door, sludgy, almost like swamp water, starts coming out of the garden area, as the sprinklers seem to have continued to work, but the plants did not survive.
Oh,
That smells terrible.
don't touch the
Search
water.
This room, dude.
The Lord knows what you'll catch.
It was
Yes,
for-
there might be much bacteria
like a
inside of this
hydroponic.
room.
Yeah,
It wasn't supposed to be.
Hydroponic.
Yeah, it's unpleasant, but with some work, maybe it could be brought back to life. Who knows?
Radiation levels.
No radiation really popping here.
Once I pry the doors open, do they try to shut again? Or
No, they stay pried open.
Find the terminal that controls the sprinkler system.
Easy enough to do.
See if we can take the sprinklers off cycling.
I'm not going in that room. I'm not getting soaked.
It's just your feet. Don't be a wuss.
The sprinkler.
while he's going in the room, I pull up my steel chair and I sit on him and I watch him go into the room.
Just taking a break.
I pause and I
Yeah.
look back and go,
Taking
why
a
do you
break,
have a steel
dude.
chair?
Why do I have a steel chair, dude? Because it's the #1 weapon used by all professional wrestlers, dude. And if you don't have one on you, brother, you're out of luck. Oh, yeah.
All right.
I can't argue that. No.
Pop in. You pull up the computer terminal and turn off the sprinkler system. While you're in there, just tapping around, you see that your water supply is sitting at a firm 70% of purified water. And you managed to cut off the water system.
Wait a minute, pause. Why don't we go back and get some canteens, extra canteens, and fill up extra water with the water in here? You said we had some extra canteens, right?
Are you thirsty, brother?
I'm thinking if we're going to
there
leave
was
this
a
vault-
box with 100 fucking canteens in it.
Yeah, let's go back and get some of those canteens.
Yeah, I doubt the
You wanna leave?
overseer
You're
is
gonna have
gonna
a
be
bandolier
there
of canteens.
Absolutely.
when we
I
see
want
it.
a bandolier. It's all fun and games till you're dying of thirst.
Okay.
Yeah, we're gonna head back and
On a long enough timeline, thirst doesn't matter.
so yeah, we'll go back and get some of those canteens and then come back and
Do you
Fill
want
up
to
with
do
some
that
pure-
now, or do you want to do that after y'all finished your explorations?
After we finish the exploration.
Son of Pookie, if you message, try to do it through the Discord. If it's to the DM, because I'll see it.
Oh, you're seeing it?
and
God damn
I
it.
would see it, and then it'll show up in the broadcast.
Well, son of a bitch. It says I was whispering, dude. I was speaking.
I don't see it,
brother. That's right, dude.
That's all right. So while you guys are having the discussion and trying to make a decision on the canteens,
yes,
the Magnum Man has once again disappeared.
What?
How does he do that?
He's
Clearly
so,
a wrestling
like a
trick.
shadow, dude.
He's so stealthy.
All right, Magnum Man. You continue on the way down to the reactor.
That's where we're heading to after we.
Yeah, as soon as y'all finish, y'all be headed that way too.
I know.
You won't be many steps behind, but you'll be just far enough behind that the Magnum Man will get the first peek.
Well, you're fine.
And maybe get to drop a, I don't know what move list you're on.
A hot promo?
A hot promo.
I'm going to dump a hot promo on him, brother.
So as you start getting closer to the actual reactor room, you start seeing that there are roaches. These are like 3-4 inch roaches, 5-inch roaches. They're getting bigger, but they aren't quite to the dog size that you saw before.
Ready for my rematch. Oh yeah. I start looking. I just keep going.
Keep going, okay. Then I'm going to pull the map here with everyone over to the reactor room, though you guys will be joining momentarily.
Looks like Sublime's been through here.
All right, so continuing on the way, you notice that actually towards the end of this hallway, there is a Mr. Handy that looks like it had been shot to pieces. It is covered in bullet holes. And it is currently the only reason that the reactor room door is still open. It's only about 2/3 open because of the bulk of the Mr. Handy's central body. And inside the reactor room, which normally should be lit up a nice standard coloration, you're getting the cycling colors of a red and yellow light.
Is my Geiger counter going off my Pip-Boy?
Your Geiger counter is not going off.
All right, I'm just gonna wait. I'm not gonna go in by myself. I don't see anybody in there though, right?
No, you don't see anyone in there. Just see the shot to pieces Mr. Handy that's blocking the doorway.
All right, so like Rob Van Dam, I'm gonna like try to get above the doorway and sit there with my legs spread, you know.
Give me an athletics. Give me an athletics roll difficulty.
In a splits with my chair at the ready.
I got you. I just want to go ahead and give me the roll. Two
successes, yeah.
I mean, you already filled up the action pool point, but you're just propped up there. You get in that comfortable position.
Yeah, I guess I could.
It's a comfortable position.
Yeah.
Surprisingly comfortable. You're limber enough for it, and you're just sitting there, and you're in position. Which are you looking at, the door or down the hallway?
I'm looking down, like where the robot is. So if anybody comes through, I'm gonna smash them with my good old steel chair.
Okay. All right. So the rest of y'all, what decision did y'all come to? What decision did y'all come to on the canteens?
Then we'll go for it after. We're gonna go to the reactor first.
You're gonna go check out the reactor first.
I'm sure we'll find the overseer quite dead.
So as y'all continue on your way, you start to see that there are more roaches. You start seeing 2, 3, 4 inch sized roaches.
Yeah.
That are just kind of scurrying around along the floor, the walls. They're about to the point where some of them are almost maybe baseball or softball sized.
A little big.
Yeah. We're doing the cha-cha slide as I stomp on roaches.
Does the life cycle of the roach look like a fully grown adult roach, or like the early life cycle of a roach?
Give me a science one. Difficulty 1.
Right as he's staring at it and trying to decide that, it gets cha-cha'd.
I'm not gonna lie to you, with the successes you made.
Just roll 2 ones.
Especially given the
you know the exact genus of the roach. You know the name of it, like where its parents came from.
These are from your estimation.
This one self-identifies as Bill.
They're in the very early life cycle.
These are
these
merely the child roaches, including the softballs. So this is most likely going to lead us to more roaches and a very, very, very large roach.
The Roach Queen.
Yeah.
Is that how
Get
that
away
works? I
from
don't
her,
know anything
you
about
bitch!
Let's do this.
Sorry.
I pull out a Molotov, kiss
classic
it.
aliens.
So as Dr.
We'll kill it
Reaver,
with fire.
Dr. Reaver is informing you on the life cycles of roaches. You guys turn the corner on a hallway, and you are looking at the door to the reactor room, which is blocked open 2/3 of the way. And you see a Mr. Handy frame blocking that doorway, covered in bullet holes. From inside the reactor room, you have the cycling colors of a red and yellow light.
Is that bad? That seems like that's bad.
Checking Geiger counter.
The Geiger counter is steady.
All right.
Doesn't seem that bad.
All right.
Do the bullet holes seem like they're from ordnance that was in the vault?
Oh.
That would
Science?
be a intelligent small guns roll.
Yeah.
Which this character sheet doesn't easily allow the alterations
Just
of.
roll 2d20.
What's up? We are playing the Fallout 2D20 system by Modifius.
You got one success.
Look at that, you made a success. This looks like it is predominantly 10mm rounds, which are pretty standard for Vault-Tec security.
I'll let the guys know that this is
are they
part
underneath?
of,
Are they underneath me yet?
our people do
At
this.
the moment that you're asking right now, Dr. Reaver is definitely underneath you because he's inspecting the bullet-holed Mr. Handy.
What do you see there, Doc?
Dr. Reaver.
Shit!
From above you, you hear Dirk, who is currently Van Damme splitting.
I am glad that there's still accessible outerwear in those crates back there. It feels as though the Vault-Tec security took down this drone. I stand up and I turn back to the reactor room.
Listen, Doc.
This vault has.
You don't have to be afraid of my 44
turrets?
Magnum package. Oh yeah.
That's impressive. I'm just saying. Not your package, just the ability to do the splits above the door like that.
A compliment's a compliment, brother. Yeah. I hop down. I've been keeping watch. No one's come out from this door.
All right. Well, that's good. Are the weapons on the Mr. Handy taken off, or are they still on?
It still has its buzzsaw, but it looks like one of the rounds that was used to spray this thing down punctured the fuel canister on the flamer, which is probably the only reason that this thing actually went down, because most of the bullet holes, although they went through the outer armor, are superficial damage.
Okay.
Are there turrets?
Are there any turrets?
Yes.
No.
All right. No security turrets in here.
Negative.
All right.
I don't understand why this camera keeps deciding it wants to.
Dirk, you and I want to just watch this door while the smart people do smart people things.
Can I pull the robot out of the door?
Smart people.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
so
mean, it's only about 200 pounds.
Yeah, I pull that bitch out.
Ooh, could the Pip-Boy be used as like a power source for like one of the blades on the arms or something of this thing?
Oh no. I don't pull it out.
I mean, you start pulling it out. It's just that, given the fact that it's wedged into the doorway, you probably think if you push the door all the way open, you probably have an easier time.
You want to help me, brother? Push that door open over there.
I'll definitely help him out. Do you still want us to roll, or do combined strength we're good?
There we go.
I'm sure between the two of y'all, you've got the strength to push this door open.
Okay.
Dr. Reaver,
Yes?
shall we look at the terminal to see how the reactor is holding?
Yes. Well, yes. Let's do that. And then Steve, I don't know if you heard my earlier
I did not. I'm sorry.
I was gonna say, can the Pip-Boy be used as a power source, like for the blades on the arms of this robot or anything like that, possibly?
Under a difficulty 2 science roll, you might be able to achieve it.
Okay,
It
well,
also risks the sanctity of the Pip-Boy, though.
if we need to try it, well, I got 6 more. If we need to try it, excuse me. If we need to try it, I'll be able to, like cut open the reactor. We'll have an ability to or something. Okay, let's get in there.
All right, going into the room. Normally, the reactor room, like the image that you're seeing, would have many of these active monitoring consoles and monitoring panels. When y'all go inside, it seems like many of these panels have been stripped for their core components, leaving just 2 terminals in the entire thing. One of them that is regulating actual reactor, and one of them that is a security terminal that just would be used to access cameras and things.
Are there any indicators of the people that might have come to scavenge anything left behind by people that pulled these panels out?
Other than crude tools, no.
So they didn't know.
Not crude tools, but crude tool markings. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay.
Tools themselves,
not the tools.
The tool markings. It looks like a lot of this was, instead of being done with an actual toolkit, it looks like a lot of these panels were pried open with crowbars or other rough.
Yeah, I mean, earlier we were running around with a lever and some bones, so no judgment on whoever access this thing.
A crowbar, that's high technology.
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah. So far, I know it's still somebody inside of the.
An adequate dagger. I'm just throwing that out there.
So there's no radiation leaking from the core?
It does not appear to be leaking from the core.
You said there's a security camera.
Yes.
Security terminal.
Yes, there is.
Can I roll back the security tape to see the last time there were people in here?
Give me a science roll.
Oh, that's not going to be good.
Oh, how the fuck is this up? That's going to be real bad.
All right, so you get into the terminal easy enough. Given that you're in an engineering position, gaining access to the cameras for engineering also is not outside of the bounds. So you start rolling the cameras back to see when there was activity. And the first set of activity you have that is outside of normal vault tech personnel is 120 years ago. And that is a group of people that are wearing what looks almost like Mad Max stylized leatherware coming into the reactor room. And then there is
having a bondage party.
There is one person out of the group that seems to be wearing a lab coat. And watching the video, he's the one that seemed to be instructing them on which one of the panels to rip apart. And then at some point, they hooked something to the actual reactor core. They opened the shielding and opened the reactor core. And they did something to the core itself. What they did, you're unsure of.
Can I find that spot on the core currently?
If you lower the shielding on it, yes.
How bad's the radiation?
They seem to survive it.
This is how we all die before we leave the fucking vaults.
We didn't even have a real combat, Dad.
Gentlemen, I'll put on my top hat. I'm going to ask you to leave the room.
Are there any radiation suits inside the room?
I'm sure at one point there might have been.
Good luck, Edwin. Looking forward to seeing your results.
Oh, hold on. Yeah, wait a goddamn minute here. What the hell are you thinking about doing, Edwin?
They put something into the reactor. I need to see what it is.
Or not.
See how much time we have.
How long ago was that video feed that you found?
We have all the time in the world. I'm not trying to be a dick, but in case you forgot, millions and millions of people have already died once. I'm not trying to be a dick about, I don't know, 900 something people. It's going to be bad. But what I'm saying is is why should we
Well,
possibly
maybe
kill you?
they put a device in there that'll kill all the people in cryostasis.
Yeah. Our first
I mean, it could be
priority
a bad
is to
thing.
protect the vault.
The vault's already been compromised, if you haven't noticed.
Yes, but the people inside of it still are alive.
Why don't you instead try to find a way to just open up all the other vaults, open up all the other pods?
Well, again,
There
I
might
don't
be a
know how
trap
much
in the
time we have.
core here.
That could
I think they're that smart, man. I think they
So,
just
there
came
was
in
a
here.
lab coat.
I'm gonna go up and see what he's talking about, Steve. Like while they're talking, I'm gonna go look inside. Can I see it? Can I see anything inside the reactor at all?
No, to see the stuff inside of the reactor, you have to go to the reactor's terminal and drop the shielding. So essentially, the way this reactor here works, what you're seeing on the outside is the actual shielding, and when you open it to do maintenance or repairs, it kind of opens like an egg. It almost kind of opens the top up like an alien egg. From
So can I
Aliens.
look at the what's like the repair protocol like inside the computer? What does it say to do?
Just looking at the repair protocol right now, it's saying that the reactor is only functioning at 10% capacity.
Hold on. Why don't we go back to the storage area and go find some fucking radiation suits?
Or right away. In the meantime, we can also check and see the Overseer's office. And if there was a reason that we were opened up, someone else might have access to computer. We might not be alone in this vault.
Our vault jumpsuits have radiation resistance, right?
The Vault
2
jumpsuits
points.
have a moderate amount of radiation resistance, yes.
Trust me, I've dealt with more radiation than
think
probably
he-
anyone else here.
Oh yeah, I think he could put his hand in there real quick and take it
Yeah,
out.
oh,
no
yeah.
problem.
Well, I'm going outside the room. That's right.
That's what I said. Step out of the room.
I'm going
I'll
out of
see
the
what I can
room.
do.
Let's check and see the Overseer's office. I'm worried that somebody might have used a computer to let us out, which means there might be a person here
I'm gonna
somewhere.
go-
still. How long
I'm
ago
gonna
was that
agree.
security footage?
80 years ago, brother.
Can I get the doors closed?
You said 120, like 120 years ago, right?
120
Yeah.
years ago.
All right.
But
Once
I-
they're safely
Yeah,
out,
everyone here is
I'll-
Of course,
definitely
I
dead
do
then.
understand what you're saying, that somebody possibly awake. Why would they wake up us, though? Why us for?
We may have
The $1
been
million
failed.
question.
Glitch in the system, dude.
I'm gonna go check that robot, Steve. You know the one that they fucked up. Did they strip it?
Except for the buzzsaw.
Everything but the buzzsaw?
The buzzsaw is the only thing really left. I mean, the metal plates are there. If you had any real crafting ability and maybe a good workbench, you could probably make something out of it.
Well, my idea is to rip the arms off and climb inside, much like the giant steel ball from American Gladiators, and just kind of roll around in that bitch.
How big is the Mr. Handy, though? They're not that big, are they?
How big is it?
I mean, if you stripped out all the guts, you could probably get inside of it. It would not work. I mean,
Maybe
It would-
on
it
your
would
torso.
it bullets on your torso, but it would probably also make moving difficult.
Not if I just have D push me down the hallway.
I'm getting out of the room. I'm not trying to get radiation.
No, the thing I was actually thinking is, don't the Mr. Handy robots are immune to radiation, right? So
Well,
their
I
chassis-
mean,
Because
does their
they're robots.
chassis have any kind of does it have any kind of radiation resistance on it or no?
the chassis probably has a light amount of radiation resistance. Most of what makes the robots immune is that their circuitry is probably shielded.
I'm just
So
wondering.
there's small
I'm
bits
just-
of shield.
I'm just hoping that when he opens
bit
the
of lead
reactor,
lining.
that he's able to close the reactor after he opens it. That's the thing that I'm worried about happening.
That's a fair
um,
concern.
It is.
So, thought maybe we could wedge this thing in there, like
In
the
where?
door, like in the door. If it's
Oh,
some
is
kind
that
of
what?
between, like you said. the
Oh,
door-
if it tries to lock down because something's leak. Okay, I get what you're saying. Yeah,
Yeah.
you could do that. That's
So-
how you found it in the first place.
So
And
we'll
then-
put the Mr. Handy back where he was
Yeah.
at, right?
and if it wedges, then at least there's some kind of limited radiation protection, not
For
going
them
out
to
into
get the hell
hallway.
out, too.
Yeah.
In the meantime, I'll try to get that arm off and see about getting one of those spare Pip Boys hooked up to it.
Oh, okay.
All right. We have a plan.
All right.
Yeah. My plan is to get the hell out of this room.
All right.
Um,
We get to the reactor terminal.
So what I need right now is a repair roll from Dr. Reaver, difficulty 2.
You can spend some
And
AP points on that.
I need a science roll
Science, bitches.
from Engineer Thomas. Or Edwin. I've been calling you Edwin. I'm going to stick with calling you Edwin.
What's Edwin Thomas?
So, Edwin.
The reason I re-rolled the second one was because technically the rolls were the same for the first one anyway, right? Because they're the same skill level. So the second one was me blowing an AP in the luck.
Okay. Ouch.
And I can use 2 AP for 1 extra die.
It's 1 AP for 1 die, and then a
3
total
for 2.
total of 3 for 2 dice, and then a total of 6 for 3 dice.
I'll use 3 for 2.
Okay. So a 4 dice test.
And that leaves what? That leaves 2 in the pool because John used 1.
And I'll be right back.
Hey, is Edwin, is science not your not one of your tag skills?
Oh fuck no. Fuck
no. I think you took explosives, right? Yeah, he's all about blowing shit up.
Yeah,
right?
it's all about
blowing shit up. He's not about figuring out why shit blows up.
I know it'll blow up. That's the point.
He's an end result type of motherfucker. You know what I'm
saying? What's the difficulty, Steve?
Difficulty 2.
2.
Goddamn.
Oh man.
All right, so you have 1 action point that you can throw back into the pool. Yeah, I really just need to get like a D6 to keep over here, or I got a D6.
Yeah.
The fancy thing about being a nerd. So that means the action pool point right now is what, 2?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna throw a rally check up this round, Steve.
So
God, dude, you crit.
I double crit, so I just filled the pool back up. So
that's it. So while Edwin is in
science,
there,
brother. Maybe you can figure out how to make me a cup of coffee, dude.
Are you enjoying that beer, by the way?
No, I didn't drink it. I'm saving it.
Okay.
I'll drink it after I'm done.
Okay, so you sit there and you're messing with the terminal. You finally get to the point where you can open the reactor. As the reactor opens, you turn and you see that these snarky sons of guns essentially put a rough charging station directly linked to the core. And it's for the fusion cores. The things that you would use in larger energy weapons or for certain cars or for power armor. As a West Tech engineer, you have some experience with things that fusion cores are used for.
So Geiger counter's going crazy?
The Geiger counter's climbing a little bit. I mean, you've unshielded the area. We're going to take about a 15-minute break, so we'll be back roughly about 10:15 Central Standard Time. And we are back from the break. And when we left off, Edwin had just opened the reactor core, finding that the Wastelanders 120 years ago that came into the vault apparently did something to the reactor so they could charge their own fusion cores.
Because they're dicks like that.
Okay. Is it stable?
It seems to be stable, but it is stably running at 10%, and the alterations made seem to be heavily influencing the capacity of the reactor.
Okay, so I wouldn't want to remove it as safely as possible.
You know that removing this will require more tools than you currently have available to you. You could still attempt it, but it would be a very challenging and risky endeavor.
All right. Yeah. Luck ain't with me that much. I'll go ahead. Can I at least divert some of the power from it so that way we're getting more power back to the vault.
Again, it's something you could attempt, but in its current condition and the lack of tools,
All right.
it is
I'll close the shielding.
It's kind of like trying to do heart surgery with a knife.
Do you want us to just rip it out?
Yeah, just punch it a couple times. That'll work.
Just curious. Just curious.
We could just punch it a couple times.
When the guy covered in burn scars tells you, no, let's not do that, consider that a very, very strongly worded warning.
Strong warning. Very, very strong warning there. All right.
I'll close the shielding and open the doors. All right. So I know what's causing the power drain. They put a charging station onto our reactor core.
I guess that makes sense. Because we probably have a really big reactor core if we're a big ass vault, right?
Yeah.
That's
why everything's at
probably
10%.
about 2 to 3 times the size of a standard vault reactor core.
But also that means that there's a group of people with enough resources and knowledge 200 years later to come into a vault, get to the core.
Well, think about it this way. If people survived the Great War, they would have access to all the technology that was used during the Great War and have 120 years to improve upon it.
No.
So we should be walking out into a utopia.
So you couldn't get.
Is that what the people on the security footage look like to you?
You couldn't get the device off the reactor?
No, I'm going to need more tools than what we have.
I got my tools right here, my mitts. Oh yeah. Think I could rip it off?
You could. And can you survive a point blank ground zero nuclear explosion?
I'm
You're
thinking
part of the mega powers, brother. I don't think I can survive that, dude.
Yeah, no.
Oh yeah.
So we might not want to do that.
I think our number one priority needs to be to keep the genetic material alive.
So
there's how many people in pods still living?
Instead of shutting it down, instead of taking out, could you just shut down the charging station to where it wasn't draining?
Again, we're going to need tools.
So back in the supply room again?
I don't even know if we need more of a maintenance bay.
Well, let's go find the maintenance bay.
All right.
Would you like to know more?
Does anyone think that our door to this vault is closed or open?
I don't know. We haven't been able to see the security cameras for it.
If those people got in, the vault door is no longer secure.
Correct.
All right. So, moving through the majority of the vault, Dirk, you've made your way to the security office. In going through...
Oh, he went by himself, or we are...
He's moving to the security office, and you guys, the last thing I heard was engineering?
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Fine,
The maintenance bay.
The maintenance bay.
Let's fuck keep separating the party. That's how you're going to die, Dirk. That's how you're going to die.
You make your way through the meat and potatoes of the vault to get there. And granted, the lifts are still working, so moving through the meat and potatoes of the vault is not a necessarily terribly long thing for you. But inside the elevator itself, you do find another 4, maybe 5 vault dweller corpses, or at this point, they're not even really corpses, they're just skeletons.
Anything on them?
No, they've been stripped of anything of value short of their damaged vault suits. And then you come to the vault or the security office door. So I'm going to move the map over to the security office.
817.
Now, just going to grab Dirk. See Dirk's token. All right. This is the primary security office.
I'm still seeing the same scene on here on my screen.
It should have changed. It changed on the stream.
Yeah.
You might have to refresh your browser. Sometimes Roll20 does that. It just acts like a butt.
That Roll20 sucks ass.
It has its moments.
This
But-
Twitch
Yeah,
sponsored by Roll20.
It still hasn't changed. I refreshed and it's still the picture of the atrium.
That's weird because it's on mine. We're good.
I have it on mine.
Nope.
It is saying that you're loading.
Ah,
So-
finally. All right.
I'm about to say you are loading on the other hand.
All right.
No.
So you come to the security door. Now, if you remember from the description before, the door into the security office has been buzzsawed open. And going into the security office itself, the first thing you're met with is 3 Mr. Handies that have been blown to bits. It looks like by larger ordnance weaponry. And towards the back end of the security office, looking at this picture, back behind that gated door where all the security monitors are and what looks like a weapons rack, you see that there are 3 burnt skeletal bodies. But as far as equipment goes, all of that beautiful equipment that's in that picture is no longer there.
Bitches.
Well, I'm going to scavenge this area while they scavenge the engineering room.
Okay. I will give you a scavenging roll in just a moment. We are going to drag you guys over to engineering or maintenance bay. If it will load. There it goes.
Oh, man. I have
So-
to say this, Steve. You've done a fantastic job with this. Seriously.
I tried. We
You
are
put some
going
love into
for
this. I
some
appreciate
production
that.
value. So, you guys find your way to the engineering / maintenance bay. Now, the first thing y'all find that is completely untrue from the messages or thoughts that you guys got before is that the only entrance to the service tunnels was in the reactor room. In truth, the only thing that you had access to in the reactor room was the reactor and its own private, maintenance tunnels. From here, you can gain access to the water treatment maintenance area, the power pretty much for the majority of the vaults, like I guess, I'm not an electrician, so the power diverting areas which manage where the power goes and things like
It
that.
would be called a distro, short for distribution.
The distribution center, there we go, the distro. But the thing you do find is that while this area has many workbenches, it has some... None of your characters actually had military service, did they?
No.
No.
Depends on what nation's military.
We do have at least one member of West Tech, though. So coming into the maintenance area, it does strike you a bit odd that there are power armor service racks, though you don't remember ever seeing any power armor within the vault. Now, while there are service racks and workbenches, it looks like this area has been heavily scavenged. So, although there are still a disparate amount of tools laying about, like you see the area that clearly was once the welding area where you had an arc welder and a acetylene torch and things like that, and a lot of the larger tools that would have made up that workstation
Are all gone.
are all gone. Now, that does not mean that you cannot go through and do a scavenging attempt. You guys are more than welcome to do that.
Isn't there a thing in this where you make suggestions or something and you spend AP or luck to make suggestions?
You can spend luck to make a suggestion to add items, yes.
Okay, well I was going to say, I don't know if my character would know this because it's a scientist more than a mechanic, but the idea, well actually I'm a repairer too, so I'm probably in here quite a bit. Maybe there was a group of us that hated when tools would be missing because mechanics wouldn't put the tools back in the damn toolbox the way they're supposed to. So we like had our own little secret cubby where we kept tools so that we know that we would have them when we went to our ship.
What kind of tools would you have in this area?
Well, it would probably be to work on workbench things, I imagine. I don't know why we'd have power armor, actually. We've never had power armor in here. So that was probably a question that was nagging me in the first place. But yeah, so like spanners and small screwdrivers. I don't know if I'd have any advanced. Maybe one or two specialty tools that people keep fucking either breaking your tool by not using it right, or like they suddenly get legs and walk away.
Adjustable wrenches.
For 2 luck points. Okay, 2 luck points. I'll let you essentially have enough tools set aside to either generate the equivalent of a basic armorer's bench or a basic weapons bench.
Can me and Edwin split the luck cost? Is he willing?
I could give you that, but you can't get both. You can get one or the other, but not both.
And what would you want, Edwin, out of the two?
Because of who we travel with, a weapon bench.
A weapon? Yeah, okay, sounds like a plan. So that's what we're gonna try to get with our luck. We have to roll that or just pay it?
No. You guys are adding an element to the scene. That's one of the options you can do with your luck.
I like this game already!
So, point blank, I told y'all, at the expense of 2 luck, which I'm letting y'all share the cost, so 1 luck each. You have enough tools that you guys hid in different areas around the workstation area. So when you guys come in here after you see that it's been looted, Jebediah probably is like, well, damn, we're screwed, right?
Yeah, I'm more fascinated with the freaking power armor things.
And you watch as both Dr. Reaver and Edwin start just opening little panels on the walls and pulling out tools, and they manage to bring enough stuff together that, for the game terms of answering the question, you have a very basic weapon workbench.
Basically, we look at each other, nod, and then start grabbing stuff.
Yeah, exactly, right?
I've never been down here before.
So, you watch as they pull out all the different pieces to reassemble a drill press, and you're like, why the hell did these guys hide the... Okay. Right.
Yeah, I'm so confused. I'm just like, whatever.
That's a thing that happens.
Because this one has the diamond tip, and people keep using the diamond tip at wrong angles, and against the wrong shit. The next thing you know, the diamond tip isn't working anymore, and it makes your job 10 times harder. That's just the narrative in my mind.
I just don't trust people. This is my favorite wrench.
They also pull out like a small box full of the coveted 10 millimeters.
Ooh.
The sockets.
Not the the sockets, not the ammo.
If you can fire those out the gun, though,
you can.
Yeah, they would spread like a hollow point.
Oh, terrible. All right, so what are these big rack things here?
Those would be used normally for power armor, which is military style vehicle people would walk around in. But
we didn't
don't think we have any here. So yes,
with some jury rigging, y'all generally used it for repairs on Mr. Handy's.
So we used it for Mr. Handy's.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So if we find a Mr. Handy that isn't completely gone, maybe we can bring it back to some kind
or
of
psychotic
life.
Because I don't know if you remember, but the Mr. Handys were kind of killing everybody.
Well, we won't enable its weapon systems. Plus, most of the weapon systems have been destroyed.
And also, if you really think about it, it's a small sample size. There were tons of Mr. Handys in society, and very rarely did they kill people.
But the Mr. Handys in the vault were killing people, and that's the sample size I'm worried about.
Well, I mean,
okay.
To that electric panel when we get to it.
So while you guys are doing that, we're going to go back to Pookie in the security office.
No.
So for you to do a deep search of this area, We're going to need your perception survival at a difficulty of 2. And then for categories within the security office, you're going to have the option to pick from ammunition, armor, weapons, and oddities and valuables.
I'm going to go ahead and risk. I'm going to risk all 6 of the group AP.
Okay. You're going to risk all 6 of the group AP to extend your dice pool, or
my dice pool to 5 dice.
Oh yeah.
Okay. And which pool or which category are you rolling?
Can you list them again? Sorry.
Ammunition, armor, weapons, or oddities and valuables.
Come on, baby. Dad needs a new combat shotgun.
Hey, he got like 4 successes.
I do Odyssey and valuables. No, I only got 3.
What's your?
You said perception plus endurance, or perception plus survival, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
What's the TN on that? 6.
6.
Hey, 3 successes is good though.
All right,
Good,
so you said 3 successes?
Yep.
Luck to reroll.
Oddities and valuable chart. All right.
Just remember, luck does not come back that quickly.
Yeah, that's why I haven't used any of my luck.
The oddities plus valuables chart is a 3d20 roll, and you get 3 rolls on this.
Okay.
Damn, son.
I'm gonna put 1 point back into the AP pool from that extra success because I need 2 successes, right? Or do I need 1?
You needed 2 successes base to find anything, but each one of those successes still, if you manage to make the mark, gets you a number of rolls on the chart.
Okay.
And you can still roll it over to AP.
And
the other
the
thing
first
you could do with the action point that you have is extend and get another category.
I'll get another category.
All right. What other category would you like?
Can
I
you
like to buy a Val.
name them again? I'm sorry.
It was ammunition, armor, weapons, or the random oddities and valuables.
Let's go with armor.
Okay.
Yes, please.
So
God bless you, sir.
we'll do another roll on the armor chart in just a moment. Right now, we need 3 rolls of 3d20.
And those are totaled, right?
They're totaled, yes.
$37.
37.
You gotta do it 3 times though, right?
So the first thing you're going to get on a 37 is you find 9 bobby pins. Hey, that means if one of y'all can pick a lock, you have the tool to do it now.
No, I know. I was just like, hey.
All right, your next roll.
Is it 3d20 again?
Yes, each one of these rolls will be a 3d20.
More bobby pins.
Another 37?
Yep.
Okay. So now
That's
you have
fine.
18 bobby pins.
Hey, I'll fuck it. We'll take it, dude.
Let's spam an unlocked door until we level up.
And what was the last roll? I'm sorry?
30.
A 30. And you find $200.
Dollars?
Dollars.
So
Old school money?
yeah, so basically that's a kindling, right? Start a fire with.
I mean, old world money. Someone might still take it. Who knows?
Maybe you'll find a very, 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 very old
All right,
sticker.
and then I need you to make that survival roll again so we can see how many things in the armor category you get to roll.
One success.
1 success. So we get 1 roll of the armor chart, which is 2d20.
29.
29. All right, so just digging through the area, you find that in the back of the security office, there is a hatch that is very, very well hidden, actually. But you managed to find it. You managed to uncover it. It being on a scorched portion of the wall helped find it. And inside of it, you find this, it's like a breastplate, but it's made out of a odd, almost like plastic, but harder than plastic.
Composite.
Yeah, it is a high-tech composite. It's very light, surprisingly, and it seems very durable. You got a suit of the body portion of synth armor.
So
Good
chest,
Lord.
chest, 10th armor.
The synth armor, yeah. So The chest piece of the synth armor on your chest now. You have 2 physical and 3 energy resistance if you decide to wear it.
Yeah, I'm gonna put that bitch on right now.
But it is a very stark white. It almost seems like you're wearing a stormtrooper chest plate.
Oh, we got to change that.
And it weighs. It has a
Ultimate Warrior on it.
No, it seems in really good condition.
No, I'm saying go Ultimate Warrior on it, rainbow colored with some.
Is there anything in here? Is there anything in here I could like splash on it to give it some color?
And there's a lot of soot on the walls. You could rub soot all over the place.
Did you said 3 physical?
It has 2 physical, 3 energy.
All right, yeah, there's soot on the wall.
Yeah, there's soot from where the place got burned.
I'm gonna spend my 30 minutes and I'm gonna take soot and a little bit of blood from like my finger and I'm gonna like paint the Magnum Man symbol in front of the armor.
Magnum Man symbol in front of it.
It looks like Sting.
Yeah, it looks like a gun with a gun that's shaped like a gun with the barrels with the 2 cylinders at the bottom with the gun straight up. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Double revolver action.
Double revolver.
It says Magnum Man.
Fantastic.
Oh my god.
That's my round.
All right. So
can I do a deep scrounge while they're
while they're pulling that together? You can deep scrounge. Now this is the tools area.
Yeah.
So your categories for that.
Should have had you search this place, D. You had much better rolls. Oh well.
Actually, I want to like check the ceiling area to see if there's any like secret compartments.
You know what? Given that apparently some of the scientists here were hiding things, what I'm going to tell you is, once I get down to the section about scavenging, I didn't bookmark it for some reason. I'm not that smart. Clearly.
Probably like they're not going to scavenge that much yet.
You know, I didn't think you would, but given that that's kind of how you're supposed to do it, it makes perfect sense. I didn't think about it. You know, what are you going to do? Okay, that aside, this area,
Turn the radio on the pit boy.
given that it was very clearly heavily scavenged, is a difficulty 3 on the perception survival roll. Okay.
Oh shit.
So it is a stout roll. But given that people were hiding stuff, you have any one of the categories you want to go to: ammunition, armor, clothing. Not even food. Fuck it, we'll make food work. Ammunition, armor, clothing, food, beverages, chems, oddities, valuables, junks, or weapons.
Can I rally up the pool before he rolls?
I'll give you 1 roll to rally up the pool.
Oh, okay, bro. This is for all the marbles, dude.
Through the halls, you hear.
I'm in the other room, brother. I'm having my
greatest promo.
And I just found the greatest thing in the world, dude. I found the Magnum Man's chest piece, dude. I'm firing on all cylinders right now for you, brother. Here comes the roll.
Here comes the roll.
Does anybody else feel energy coming from somewhere?
That would be 1 success and 1 critical failure. But I'm gonna take a luck point, brother. Actually, I have Black Widow. I forgot. I'm gonna re-roll that 20, Steve.
Okay.
Because this performance is for you. Right. 2 successes, dude. So you get 2 AP points.
So you can spend 1 of those to get yourself an extra dice. Yeah. You don't have enough in the pool to actually get more than 1 extra dice right now.
Yeah,
but the neat thing with that is, given that you have 1 extra dice, you also have the capacity to spend 1 AP to get 1 extra category.
All right. But I still gotta make the fucking roll first. So
I did tell you, it's difficulty 3.
Yeah. So let's go ahead and do the roll. Let's go ahead and spend 1 for the extra die and 1 for the extra category. So roll 3d20. Don't fail me now.
What are the difficulty we're shooting for? Ooh.
Well, that would be 3 successes, dude.
Yeah, that's 3 successes.
But what was your difficulty?
For its performance plus
perception.
Perception plus
Survival.
survival is going to be 10.
You could burn a luck and try and re-roll that last one if you want.
I'm going to hold on. I'm just going to leave it.
Okay.
So I got 2 categories.
2 categories.
Let's do armor and chems.
Armor and chems. Now I do need one more roll to see. Okay, we've got 3 successes on armor. Roll that first, then we'll do your roll to see if you find any chems. You have the opportunity to. Unless you want to split your 3 successes between the 2 pools.
No, because then I won't get any of it. Because I have to have at least 3 successes, right?
No. What I'm saying is you get 3 rolls right now. You could just burn.
Let's do 2 armor and 1 chem.
Okay, cool. Then I need 2d20 total.
2d20 twice?
Yeah, 2d20 twice.
All right, so I got 29 and 28.
29 and 28. Okay. So while you're just sitting there, what are you poking at vents with your baseball bat?
Yeah, I'm actually, so I'm like, well, secret compartments. There's got to be something around here.
So you're just kind of batting around. One of the air vents you hit, it pops the entire metal portion next to the vent itself down, and this white composite breastplate literally falls down and hits you in the face.
Yes. Yeah. I was low key so jealous of your armor. I was like, damn it, I want that armor so bad.
Well, didn't you roll 2 pieces of it? Because is that the same?
No, the 28, unfortunately, or fortunately, it depends on how you feel about it. While you're dicking around close to where one of the areas where
you're right,
Edwin and Dr. Reaver had pulled some things out. You pull this tight bundle of leather out, and at first you're thinking, "What, did I just find a frickin' leather apron?" And as you unroll it, it's actually a full kit of essentially heavy leather armor.
Wow.
Which is probably better than the synth armor because it's every piece of the body.
And it is all of it. It's not just the breastplate. It's the whole shebang.
Everything except for the helmet, right?
Everything except for the helmet.
Oh shit! Oh man.
Give me a second. I will tell you all about it.
Good lord.
That's my job.
We kept telling Reginald not to store heavy things above us, but he wouldn't.
Okay, so the heavy leather, which is a very rare thing to find. You got yourself a very, very sexy piece of equipment. Gives your chest, your legs, and your arms 3 physical resistance and 4 energy resistance.
Oh shit!
But it is heavy.
Yeah.
The chest weighs 15 pounds, and then the leg and arm portions weigh 7 pounds each.
So,
whereas
43 total pounds.
The composite of the synth, the chest piece for the synth, only weighs 7 pounds.
Yeah, that's a big deal. But thankfully, I'm a high strength character. So
for you, it is a very, very significantly good find.
So heavy leather armor.
Yes.
Is he taking off his pants?
Absolutely. Hey, by the way, I tossed that composite over at you guys. I said, one of y'all should put that on.
And then I need your 1 roll for chem.
You can have it. It means that you're probably
3d20.
Let me
get down to the chem section. Okay, that's 2d20 on chems.
21.
And inside that bundle of leather armor, there is a canteen of purified water.
Oh, sweet. I'll just hold on to that. Shoot, I'll take that. That went all right.
Actually, I don't know if there's... I don't know, dude. I think that might be the best... almost best armor in the game. Besides combat armor.
Yeah.
Right? I think combat armor is the only thing that's better. It's pretty good.
That's all right.
Oh, the heavy synth is pretty solid.
Yeah, heavy combat's only 4/4. So it's like way less heavy. Well, no, that's just about no, it's heavier than the combat armor. Holy shit. Oh yeah.
So it's
It's
four.
heavier.
It's 4 energy and 3 physical, right?
Yep.
Yep. And now, where the things hit you randomly is going to be very important.
Yeah.
It's an iron to the face.
Yeah, I know. I don't know. They all have pit boys. Son of a bitch.
Yeah, the combat armor is about the same. It's like 1 pound heavier, but more rare.
Yeah.
It gets a lot more ridiculous once you start modifying it.
Oh yeah.
Like, eventually, if you can get it studded, it gets +4, +4.
Yeah, I'll take it. Everyone's gonna come back with like different arms. Like, wow, this place is awesome. Like, I'm never leaving. So,
All right.
all right, I'm good to go.
You guys have finished in the engineering bay, the maintenance bay.
I asked him,
Where
did we find enough tools that you guys needed?
I still don't think we have enough tools for the core, but we can modify weapons now.
Well, dumb question. Why don't we? Is there a possible? Since we're looking at like a possible utopia, like why don't we just go outside the vault and go?
Well, I mean, based on the outerwear of the people that came in to analyze the core, I don't think we're going to be walking into utopia. Unless you enjoy bondage incredibly, like, highly.
It's a bondage party.
It's a bondage party. So do we need to go to the overseer room?
Yeah.
Maybe it'll give us an idea of what happens.
Who put on the composite armor between you two, by the way?
Just put on Edmund's character. I'll be further away from combat and running a lot.
I'm like, I've never worn this before. This seems kind of nice. It's kind of heavy.
What was the stats on the?
2 physical, 3 energy.
The leather armor being in the vault just makes me wonder who was into what.
It was 2 physical and
3 energy.
3 energy.
The heavy leather armor is being used as armor now. It probably would have been something very practical to wear while doing some extreme welding.
So, like, if you were working under a bunch of heat, you want to wear heavy leathers.
Sure.
Oh, I mean, it has good energy resistance, so yeah.
Yeah.
That's the difference between your baseball grenades and his Molotovs. You do physical damage, and he does energy.
Yeah.
Pookie.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
I'm painting my armor piece.
No, you finished painting your armor.
Hold on.
So is it all black and red and shit like I wanted it? Yeah.
Can we use the Pip Boys to talk to each other?
You haven't tried.
I'm going to try to message. I want to try to message Dirk and tell him that we're heading towards the overseers.
So while you're in the process of finger painting your chest piece, over your Pip Boy, a very scrambly voice. You're not sure which one of your compatriots it is. You hear, "We're going to the overseers."
Dirk, we're heading to the overseers.
Ooh, I think I may have drank too much coffee. Yeah. Who's speaking to the Magnum Man? Ooh, yeah.
Dirk, it's Jebediah.
Hello, Jebediah.
We found some tools, but I don't know if it's what we need. We're heading to the overseer.
I'll catch you on the flip side. Oh, yeah.
I just thought about the fact I hope this feed is secure. Oh well, I've got a baseball bat.
I'll go towards the overseers.
All right, I'll be in front since I have armor and a baseball bat now.
So the lot of you congregate in the main atrium.
Did we find a sledgehammer?
No, you didn't.
Damn it.
And we find a sledgehammer.
You all congregate in the main atrium. And see,
No, we're trying to get the hell out of this place.
the overseer's office, which is on a raised platform in the center of the main atrium. Now, in better days, there were these beautiful plants that were kept in the area to make everything look very pleasant. Unfortunately, given the lack of tending, all of the trees are dead.
No, everything is dead.
Everything is dead. And you see that slightly lowered area where those trees are around the pylons.
Mm-hmm.
Since only recently the watering systems, well, these watering systems haven't been shut off. Instead of it being a nice little earthy area, it is a fetid pool of sludgy nastiness.
That looks terrible.
Don't drink the water.
Don't drink the water.
Don't drink the water. But
I don't feel I should have to say it, but I'm saying.
there are stairs leading up to the
Dirk
office.
Dude, that's awesome. I look at this chess piece and go, that's amazing. Good stuff right there.
I like the leathers.
I
Oh
appreciate it.
yeah, reminds me of my old gimmick. Oh yeah. Yeah, let me cut this up for you a little bit. Put some streamers on the side, brother. Yeah. That's what I do. I start looking at this leathers. I could put a stitch in here, brother. Yeah. There wasn't a skill on the character sheet for Beta Taylor, but I could come with it.
Beta Taylor.
Yeah, that's right, dude. Make my own clothes.
See, you should have had a tagged repair skill.
I took 1 point in it. But
Hey,
yeah,
that's shit.
I can't make my own costume and shit.
I have 3 points in repair.
Yeah, good.
Yeah, ditto.
All
so
right.
we got two directions we can go.
I'm looking at you two,
Each of us can go a different direction.
to make my costume the best thing ever, brother. Yeah.
Let's go up the stairs.
So, ascending the stairs, you find the vault overseer's door. It's probably the only door that actually is a blast door other than the door to the outside. And there is a small terminal on the outside of the door. And you see that there are a pile of Pip-Boys that are broken. Laying in front of this door, it seems that someone was trying to find a Pip-Boy that actually had access permissions to the overseer's office.
Well,
They didn't get
Smart
ours.
people can yell.
We've been
Smart people.
requested to be here. So if we plug our Pip-Boys up, it should just like...
pull up my Pip-Boy and connect it.
Alright, you
I'm
pull a
looking
little...
behind me. I feel weird. I feel like this is a setup. So I'm going to be
I'm
looking
ready to,
back
like,
behind the stairs towards the back door with
if
my
this
gun
door
out.
opens and it is like some Mad Max looking motherfucker, I want to bash the shit out of him.
Yeah, I'm
If it's the
looking back
overseer,
down
we're
the
okay.
stairs.
They're
in
eating
the
a
middle
world of
the room.
Molotov.
All right, is there a position I can take above the
I'm
door,
gonna
like the
fire on
door?
the first person
Are
that
you gonna
see
Van Damme that
enter
sucker?
behind
Van
us.
Damme up on the door.
Unfortunately, given the positioning of the door, there's no way to do the splits over the door.
I can't see. Okay, so the doors. I can't. I mean, on my screen, it's still showing the other scene, dude. It won't load the new.
That's very strange. Oh,
Reload it like 5 times.
1 second.
Because you didn't pull my token over.
Yeah, I didn't pull your token over.
Aha!
Do you see it now?
Yes.
He's
So
loading, yes.
can I jump
That's
up
what the
here?
problem was.
You can get on top of it, but you can't do the splits above it.
Oh yeah.
You can do the splits and slide down the stairs.
Yeah. I'm gonna get on top of it.
All right.
Punch somebody's face at the bottom.
I'm gonna missile drop kick a motherfucker off the top.
Which of y'all is going
An
to...
anime attack.
Edwin, you were the one plugging your Pip-Boy into the terminal?
Yeah.
Yes.
So you plug in, and you see the little screen starts running code across it. And after a few minutes, at first it started to turn red, like the text just started scrolling down red, and then the entire thing goes green. And you see the little Pip-Boy image come up with a thumbs up as you hear the room begin to depressurize, and the door slides open. And what you are greeted with is the sight of the Overseer's office. So, you guys are actually coming in from the angle that we are seeing the room from.
Yeah.
The doors off to the side lead to the Overseer's actual bedroom and Overseer's showers and all that. But sitting at that desk, you see the skeletal body of the Vault Overseer, given that he is wearing the Overseer's Vault uniform, which looks slightly different than the standard. And from the angle you're seeing it at, it is very clear that he has a pinpoint hole that goes through his skull.
Does it look like ballistics?
No, it's far too precise to be a ballistic shot.
Do we all enter?
That is, that is what you see from the doorway.
Let's start clearing rooms.
Well, if we all enter, I was going to close the door behind us, so the only people that could open the door would be us.
All right, I'll swing.
Is the bone scorched?
Yes.
Energy weapons.
Laser fire.
Well, then how did they get inside?
Or did they? Maybe there's a handyman in here somewhere with a laser pistol.
No, dude. Maybe they never left, brother. Maybe they revolted, dude. And the Mr. Handies.
Can I sit the body up without swerving it to see if I can line up where the hole would be?
Well, when you actually go over to the body, you see that dangling from his skeletal hand,
energy weapon,
from what you were before, you're seeing it from almost the angle we're looking at it from. You couldn't see what was in the hand dangling at the side of the bottom part of the desk there. You see that there is a laser pistol, and in the other hand, there is a bottle of some sort of fairly expensive looking whiskey.
Yoink and yoink.
Well, that makes me feel a little bit better. At least I know that we shouldn't have anyone inside.
Is looking in the bottle. What's it look like in there?
I mean, it was in his hand the entire time. He was still fleshy. So, what do you think?
Yeah.
Empty.
It's probably not something you want to...
Look, you don't do that until you're already at the bottom of the bottle and the pain still hasn't gone away.
Hey, can y'all start cracking over the terminal while we start looking through the room?
Screw that. How many shots are left in this gun?
Yes, take the gun. What I'm saying is we have access.
Yeah, I'm
to
gonna
the
try to access
terminal.
the Overseer's terminal. And
so
see
why
if I
don't you
can
do the search check, D, and I'll assist you.
Okay.
All right. So, as for the gun, he overcharged it and shot himself. There are no charges left in that particular cartridge.
But the gun's still good.
The gun is still good.
What, do you think he was going to live through a laser pistol shot to the face from point blank?
He wanted to make sure he was absolutely going to die.
He wanted to go with no pain at all.
All right. So you guys are going to work on cracking the terminal. And I will get to you in a moment. What are our two more physical characters doing?
He's going to scavenge, and I'm going to assist him with the scavenging.
Yeah, what? We're actually going to scavenge his bedroom first.
All right. I'm going to give you the scavenging for the entirety of the Overseer's abode.
Sure.
Which is a difficulty 1 roll.
Okay.
So you roll, and I'll roll 1 dice.
And you'll be able to pick from clothing, beverages, chems, and oddities and valuables.
Okay.
How many action points do we have in the pool?
I did not get a success, but you got 2.
Yeah, but I got a crit. I got 2 successes.
2 successes.
Add another category.
You have the option to add another category.
Let's add another category.
Okay, so
I want my cup of coffee. Yeah, let's go do clothing and beverages.
Clothing and beverages? Sure, I'm good with it. That makes most sense.
So I need 2d20 for clothing.
10. Dude, I roll a lot of symmetrical dice.
Okay.
Yeah.
I roll a lot of symmetrical
And then beverages.
2d20 on that too?
2d20.
23. So 10 clothing, 23 on the.
Actually find a sealed bottle of
Jesus.
premium coffee.
Cup.
I hand that to him.
Coffee. Yeah.
And as for the clothing piece, you find it is a lab coat.
I will bring the lab coat as we come out. I will bring it over to our 2 scientist folks.
Now, the 2 scientist folks, you guys are messing with the Overseer's terminal. Which one of y'all is going to be the primary, and which one is just doing an assisting role?
I'll be the assistant.
Then I need a science roll from Dr. Reaver.
Here it comes.
He's got his PhD.
Critical successes. Wow. 4 successes.
Damn, son.
So you have 3 points that you can
I know that motherfucker's
AP.
nickname from high school.
How'd you get 4 successes on it?
He got 2 critical successes.
And plus
Yeah,
the
but how's the
assist, right? Doesn't the assist get a
Oh,
roll
no,
too?
I was say how.
Four
Okay, I was asking how is the 4 a critical success on a
Oh no, it isn't. You had 3 successes. My bad. My bad.
And
2 successes? Okay.
T'Challa gets to roll 2, right?
Roll a d20.
Single D20.
Yes.
It doesn't register the critical successes. It just says
And
you had a
that's
critical
another
success.
success. That's 4 successes.
Can the assist become a critical? Because I think it'd be a critical for him, right?
Only if he has the tag skill.
He doesn't have a
Do you have tag science?
No.
Oh, okay.
That would
You
be
have 4
explosives.
Which means as a package deal, you can put 3 AP into the AP pool.
Okay, cool. I mean, the AP isn't going to be used for anything else, right?
No, right
Not
now,
right
you
now.
just
Yeah.
have
So
to put them.
yeah, all in the pool. And then what
Right.
do we find?
You crack open the computer amazingly easily with the 2 of you poking at it, and the first thing that comes up on the terminal is essentially his suicide note.
No, that's nice.
Well, this is merely depressing. Does it provide any information as to what happened?
Scanning over the note, first it's his deepest regrets about how
Something
things
about
have
a
gone so
woman
horribly
and a
wrong.
family.
Something about all of the Mr. Handys suddenly registering Vault Dwellers as communists and them switching over to Mr. Gutsy programming.
You see, this is what happens when you play a handful of Woody Guthrie songs. On
And
your rotation.
eliminating the population. And as of the time that he wrote the note, he said that from the security terminals, he sees that there are holdouts in the reactor room and holdouts in storage. But at this point, the holdouts in storage have been without water or food for 3 days. He does not see any possible outcome that can be positive, so he is ending it.
Wow, he gave
So
up
as not
early.
to have to witness.
Damn.
So, are there any in the terminal? Does it provide any number of active robots, or any warnings of things that have occurred?
As far as warnings of things that have occurred, the only warnings you have is about the handies going rogue. With your number of successes, you do find that there is a standing registry of the Mr. Handies. And of the 100 Mr. Handies that were assigned to Vault 44, it is registering that 93 of them are still active, but outside of control range of the vault.
Mr. Handy's started the liberation movement. Are there any?
Somebody reprogrammed them.
Yeah, are there any secret files here? Yeah, one guy was like, "Oh, look, I got my hands on some Karl Marx. The robots shouldn't be slave workers."
You do have the option to activate the Father AI protocol.
There's some weird Father AI protocol. Should I activate it?
Yeah,
Go for it. What's the worst thing that could happen?
Press
You
go.
should probably look up to see what it is first.
Oh yeah, is there anything I can check to see? Yeah. What the fuck
Hey,
it
what's
is?
the worst thing that could happen?
You can make another science roll, difficulty 2, to see if you can find any further information. Otherwise, you can just activate the protocol.
Activate the protocol. Do it. Do it.
Do it.
You see, thing about
I'm an
chaos.
activate kind of guy.
You want to roll that assist real quick?
You see,
Oh, I was pushing the button to activate the protocol.
Oh, for the love of God.
I'm an agent of chaos, and the thing about chaos is, it's fair.
All right, digging,
Now-
y'all don't manage to find anything about the Father protocol.
Father
Lord.
protocol. It seems that there are 15 Mr. Handys approaching the vault.
Yeah, it's like something's about to spank us. That's what Father protocol sounds like to me.
Yeah. It's probably the override for the overseer, since he called himself father.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he had access already. It's some kind of AI program.
Again, I said what I said.
So they activate the Father protocol.
All right. So looking at the splat that's up right now, you see this this nice circular area right here that has the almost looks like a medical cross or something in it. I know what it is from the games, but we're gonna go with it being more of a medical cross. When you activate the Father Protocol AI, that entire ring apparently is a holographic projector. And you see a featureless humanoid face being projected and a bunch of text scrolling across like it is booting up. And the primary thing that you see is contacting mother. Connection failed.
Contacting what?
Mother.
Oh, Jesus.
After it runs that process 3 times, it stops doing it and just asks for input.
It asks for what?
Input.
Diagnostics?
No, just...
I'll say
When
diagnostics.
you say diagnostics, it begins to have numbers running across the hologram, at which point it generates 1,682 hibernation chambers active with living participants.
How long will those last? At the current situation they're in?
It again begins to run numbers, and then it pops up with 1 year.
Is there any way to just mass open those?
Is that at current reactor levels?
To both questions, it answers yes to the current levels on reactor, and hibernating citizens can be awakened, though currently personality engrams are with mother.
Ooh.
First of what? Hold on.
What are personality
What?
engrams?
That's the
It-
secret.
Their
about the vault.
consciousness is being stored elsewhere.
Well, no, that's what
We
I'm
could turn on the
asking
lights, but nobody would be home.
Yeah.
Is that what that means?
I'm asking the
Correct.
computer if that's what that means, yeah.
It will respond with correct.
Where is the consciousness?
Where is Mother
stored?
located?
Oh, Mother. You said
for you sciencey folks, it throws out
Longitude and latitude?
a equation that would make you make a science roll.
Oh joy. Assist?
Up to you.
What's the difficulty?
It is a difficulty 1.
Yeah, both of us just roll independently, right? Or no?
You can. Edwin, you have no clue. But, Dr. Reaver, the moment the equation comes up, you're like, that's not good. The mathematical equation that was given makes you assume that it is in orbit of Earth.
Oh. Well, shit.
So Mother's in a satellite?
Yeah, Mother's in a satellite at an orbital trajectory around the planet right now, somewhere over Cambodia.
Brother. Mother's way up in the heavens, dude.
Yeah, Mother's in over Eurasia right now.
Over Eurasia, yeah. Floating in space.
If we have to store our personalities, you wouldn't want to store it on a planet that's being bombarded with nuclear weapons.
Well, how did our personalities get downloaded if...
We were probably on the
When was the last time that you were connected to Mother?
Oh, yeah.
It runs a projected diagnostic and comes back with only 20 years.
Let me talk to this machine. Yeah, 011000101.
And how many years before that?
The last time it was
it like 20 years before that, or
it seems like its number of projected connections before the 20-year gap was done once yearly.
Okay, so.
And then it had a continuous connection on the data cycle every time you guys were supposed to cycle in and out. So it seems like it downloaded and uploaded the personalities during those time frames.
I'm still not okay with this idea.
So our
of, like,
cycle
personalities. It doesn't say consciousness, guys.
Yeah.
It's saying
what is
personalities?
Where did the personalities derive from?
You've got personality. You've got personality. You've got personality. So like this is a problem.
Where did the personalities
How
derive
many
from?
personalities does each person have stored?
Yeah, he asked the question.
It will respond that each shell can hold up to 10 personalities.
What?
Yeah, unless you're like the Magnum Man, yeah, then you can have
Vault,
20 personalities.
Vault Tech, beautiful.
Are we currently using our personalities that we had when we came into the vault?
That's a philosophical question, brother. Yeah, are you who you are?
Well,
it runs a series of dots across the screen.
Your atoms have changed.
And it gives you a yes and a no.
Your atoms have changed.
I gotta tell you, dude, this machine is starting to make the Magnum Man very angry, brother. I don't like these answers, dude.
Yeah, I don't like these answers either.
Well, I currently like this body, so if somebody else is supposed to have it, if some other personality is supposed to be in here, I have a problem with that.
I don't know. I love my mind, but I could totally use a new body.
You look like you need to lift some weights there, dude. I could put you on the program, bro. I got special things for you, dude. Get you real strong real fast.
All right. Okay. So
we
have to find Mother and somehow get all the personalities back into our people.
Father, where's the nearest facility that we can reconnect you with Mother?
Mother might be floating off into space. Or Mother might be on an orbit that only allows Mother back in every 20 years or every year.
It is running a self-diagnostic again, and it comes back with satellite communication damaged. Facility destroyed. New facility required. New connections required.
Fucking sakes.
All right. So we have to find a satellite facility.
And we have to secure Father in the meantime. I think we should be incognito when we leave, because someone knows the vault, and we shouldn't be walking around broadcasting
Father,
that.
can you institute security protocols? There's always security protocols.
Security protocol offline.
There goes security protocol.
I mean,
Communist
clearly.
anti-aggression program activated. Unfortunately,
Like the sound of that.
control lost of Mr. Gutsy operations.
So there might also be a Mr. Gutsy flying around with free thought. That's cool. You know.
What if the personalities got thrown into the freaking Mr. Handies? And that's why they freaking like lost their shit.
Well, that would not be good.
No.
Well, if we see a Mr. Handy come at us with a buzzsaw somewhere outside,
The
be sure to ask it.
question you asked there, it actually answers 70% likely.
Thanks.
Likelihood high.
Oh, Lord.
Better than average, dude.
So at this point in time, and how long they've been in the Mr. Handies, they're just out in the wild somewhere, screaming in rage, saying, "I'm a monster!" as they cut people in half.
That's probably.
They're out in the wild questioning what they really are, brother. Am I
Well,
a man?
they'll be very similar to Robo-Brains.
They can never figure out
Oh,
what
wait,
their
wait.
purpose is, because every time they ask someone what is my purpose, they then stab them with their two buzzsaw arms.
Out there in the world having an existential crisis, brother, and they're a
Yeah.
thing that doesn't even exist, dude. Wrap your head
All right.
around that.
We have
Did
got
you
to
just
get
pull
out
a
of this
Robert Downey Tropic Thunder?
It's a
Shell
robot
life
acting
can be
like a
extended
dude
at the
who's playing
expense of
another
half
dude,
of the
brother.
shells.
Cause
Whoa.
Ooh, oh. Hold on. Can shell life be
Like they- 'cause they
extended
don't
with the
exist.
restoration of the reactor?
Say that again, please.
Can shell life be extended with restoration of the reactor?
Yes.
He wants to save.
What's the maximum shelf life or shell life with reactor on full?
It puts up an infinity symbol.
Okay. So my Pip-Boy is showing me that we have 3 new quests. Find the satellite, find the tools necessary to repair the reactor core,
Find
and
mother, brother.
and find Mother.
But the
Fine.
number one thing we need to do is get the reactor fixed first, because then we have an infinite amount of time for shelf life.
And an infinite
we got
amount of
1 year.
time
You said
to
we have 1
build
year,
off that power, because we have to rebuild the defenses.
1
if
year
we're
to save
planning
our
on bringing everyone back.
dude.
Yeah.
1 year.
We have 1 year to get this reactor fixed.
We need to figure out what's going on
The
outside.
damn shame we're all going to die in 5 sessions, and everyone's going to die.
How long ago
They're not gonna
was
be-
that security video?
128 years ago.
120, yeah.
So yeah, maybe they're civilized by now. Who knows? I'm just glad to have my pistol.
Or maybe the Mr. Handies have built an entirely new society, dude. And we'll walk out.
Can you please?
I love how
please,
philosophical
Macho
the
Man?
wrestler is.
I only want Macho Man for the
Oh
entire
no,
rest of this game.
you guys missed it earlier. He said the robots are outside having an existential crisis, and they don't even exist. Think about that, man. That's Tropic Thunder. He just said like they're in a
They're a
game, they
robot
don't
playing a
exist,
dude.
and they haven't exist. Oh my
They're a
goodness.
robot playing a dude who's another dude. That's right, brother. Everyone thinks a Macho Man is a big dummy, but really he's like
He's like the Socrates of our time.
Socrates.
John's been hearing me the whole time as you guys are talking. I just keep quipping about philosophy and existential crisis.
The sad part is we're all probably ignoring him because, dude, we think he's crazy.
I have to deeply ponder the lake.
He has the like most deep and intellectual shit going on.
We're just like, this motherfucker's crazy. Doing splits over fucking shit.
He said to incorporate the Rob Van Dam personality, and that's pretty much all he did when he wrestled. He just did crazy shit.
That's all I did. That's it.
His personality is doing the splits.
Yeah.
Hey,
Rolling thunder.
And jumping on.
While you're sitting here throwing very interesting lines out, I need you to just make me a science roll.
Who, me?
Yes, you.
Who, me?
Oh,
Who, me?
Yeah, who, me? A science roll? Just a straight science
roll. A straight science roll.
All right, let me think about this, brother. Is there any AP in the pool, dude?
3.
There's 3. I'm gonna spend 2 of them. I'm gonna spend 3 to get 2 extra dice.
You damn right you will.
Because Macho knows science, and there's 1 success, dude.
Okay.
Only one?
So while you're standing here,
right.
right? While you're standing here, do me a favor. Can you grab another personality off the chart?
Oh shit.
I just roll, I guess.
Yeah, just roll it. That's fine.
Okay, yeah.
What's the other personality?
Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Oh, for the love of God.
No, you're not changing personalities right now. But while you're standing here, you have this out of body experience where, as Stone Cold Steve Austin, you have been in this room and had this conversation before, and not as the Macho Man personality, but what was the other personality you're currently rocking?
Rob
Van Dam.
At the same time that you're having that recollection, you also have had this exact experience as Van Dam.
Dude, this is some Matrix shit. You're the one.
With different people with you in each one of the experiences. Different shells.
No, this is some altered carbon shit.
This is exactly what this is.
Hey, Doc, let me ask you something there, dude.
Oh,
Have you ever had a dream, dude, that felt so real it was like a memory, brother?
Deja vu.
That's the ticket I'm talking about, dude. I'm having some major deja vu. I've been in this room 3 times, having the same exact conversation as 3 different dudes.
Whoa.
Think about that for a second.
Do you remember from those times how many years had passed since the times you had seen the videos then this time around?
I don't think
Probably
so.
not. Yeah. Well,
I do remember being in this room and having the same conversation. Were they there too, Steve, or no?
Different bodies, but you can kind of catch the flavor of the people. It was always another big man, and then 2 sciencey guys.
You all were here too, but in different bodies, brother.
see, so it can't be a synapse firing making you think you're having a memory, because then you would see the same people. So
either I'm crazy, dude, or maybe we're all still asleep, brother, and this is just another simulation, brother. Inside simulation.
Why not both?
Or someone needs someone to activate this core. Maybe the robot militiamen, the robot liberation army, and the only people that could achieve that are cryogenically frozen people that they wake up in order to fulfill their goals.
I want to try something, brother. Give me 1 second. I'm going to go back down to the reactor room, Steve.
Okay.
I'm going to try to remember if I've ever been inside the reactor room before. before this
A
time.
science roll. You
I'll
have 1 AP
assist.
in the hole.
I'm gonna rally up the troops first, Steve.
Rally up the troops
I'll
first.
I'm gonna
assist.
say, can I help rally?
Do you want me to roll, or can I just say we rally up the pool to 6?
You're gonna rally it like you brought all of them with you.
I'm
You're
gonna
just gonna
Oh,
hammer.
it's a group effort now.
I need to know the speech. I need to know the speech.
All about memory.
Oh, he's gonna come up with it. This is Pookie's specialty.
You see, dude, back in the pre-war times, brother, there was this movie, dude. It was called Inception. Oh yeah, it was about a bunch of people who went into dreams, inside dreams, brother. And that's what we're trying to do right now, dude. The three of us, we're gonna travel through this wormhole of knowledge, brother, and we're gonna find each other's dreams, dude. That's right, dude.
Okay, I dig it. I dig it. Dig it.
One success.
One success. You have
Can y'all help roll for him too?
no. This is his own role.
Okay.
Oh no! Did the stream go down?
Oh no.
No, it's still good.
Oh no! It was my side that went down. I'm sorry. Okay, so you're looking at everything. Do you have him pop open the core so you can see that too to help?
Yeah, everything. Yeah.
All right. You remember being here, and the last time you were here, it was with a somewhat more aged doctor type person. And he had a very, very thick European, maybe not entirely European, maybe even Eastern Bloc accent. And you remember that you were standing here mostly because you're the strong man. You're the strong man who talks. And he needed that confidence boost.
You're the hype man.
And he was telling you how everything was bullshit. And he's going to transfer all of you into immortality. All he needs is some of these rods to power the project that he's powering. And he has a Mr. Handy that he had actually altered to be completely off course. And that's the last thing you have. Them doing deeper alterations. Not this, but something even deeper within the core. Not this extra adjustment on the outside.
He charged them.
John, you fucked everything up.
Why?
I saw a vision, brothers, and I think we need to go deeper into the core, dude. We need to see what's happening in there, dude. Because a long time ago, a man that looked like you, Doc, he did something to that core, brother. He's trying to make us all immortal, dude. It has to do with that thing right there, brother. We have to go inside, dude. Deep inside the core, brother.
I think I can put it together. The robots. We transfer our consciousness into the robots. We live forever, but the robots need to be powered in order to be able to move away from the vault.
Right, brother. Right.
I think I came up with a brilliant idea, but that just means we have to get back to the getting all of the three things done to finish achieving that.
So if I remove that power core, I'm going to kill all those robots.
I think that might work, brother.
But those robots might be us.
Yeah, that might be our real personalities. I don't know how I feel about this right now.
Those robots might be the ones that are still asleep, brother. You know, their personalities might be out there in those robots, brother. So you'd be killing them. Well, I guess kind of killing them.
Ooh.
I just wanted to survive a nuclear war.
And the fact that we've continually sent people in to do this. I'm going to try the earlier experiment. Magnum, can you come with me? And then we'll walk over to the security thing that was in that he was using to access the security footage. And I don't know if this is going to keep working, but like, can you sense anything that was discussed after watching this?
All right,
No, you're coming up dry.
yeah, I go into the security room.
You've used
Darn.
all of your existential experience.
It would give me the timeline.
Hold on, Steve. So you say I don't see anything, right?
Yeah.
All right, dude. I'm getting something from this room, brother. I see that. I see you, dog. Yeah, you're bending over, brother. You got your head between your legs, dude. And yeah, you're kissing your own ass, brother. That's what you're doing, dude. Yeah. No, I don't see anything in here, brother.
Okay. Okay, that was good. So what's next? Leave to see what the situation is at the front of the vault?
See if the vault doors are open?
Yeah, sure. Let's do it.
Yeah. Let's get out of here.
I'm gonna turn that into one of the promo kits.
What?
Before we
Macho man.
Before we go, dudes, I think we should try to protect our friends back in that room, brother. Maybe we should try to secure those doors. You know, dude.
That's what I was gonna say. Swing back and see if Father can put all the doors in the facility on lockdown while at 10% power.
Father will answer that if the vault door is unjammed, short of a direct thermonuclear explosion, the only way to enter is with the properly activated pit boys.
So if we go back up the vault door and unjam it, it will close itself and they'll be fine.
And the only way you can open it is with a Vault 44 pit boy.
Well then, how did we?
Which somebody has a stack of, and
I have them in my backpack, or I have them on my person.
No, I'm saying somebody had a stack they went through. So somebody.
Did we open it up to begin with, or did we accidentally betray our own people?
Well, what he just said is that the door is currently stuck open.
Yes, but
oh no! What I gathered was I, in another consciousness, decided to start a robot rebellion that led to the death of all the people inside the vault,
because
so that
John,
we could live forever in the new wasteland. That
in every game, John has to play some kind of eugenicist. So this character is just another eugenicist who thought that humankind was unworthy. He wanted us quelled from the earth. He's got to turn to Goebbels in every game, dude.
What? This is the first time I've played a mad scientist.
Oh, you're right.
I said I'm from Estonia.
Yeah, Estonia. We know what that's code for.
Sure, Operation Lynchpin. Yeah, no problem. Yeah, we got you.
Estonia. I mean Germany. I mean Estonia.
No, sorry. Operation Paperclip. That's what
Operation,
it was, right?
But he said he was from Operation like a stapler or something.
Notepad.
Oh yes, I am from Operation Stapler. No, not paperclip. Right. Stapler.
So, are you guys going to leave the vault?
Yeah.
Yes.
We're gonna unjam the door.
When you come to the actual vault door, you see that there are two Mr. Handy frames that are jammed in the giant gear door. And it is, as you get closer to the door, you hear that it's constantly, for
trying to shut.
A very long time, has been trying to shut. And the acrid ozone smell of gears grinding and electronics trying to shut this door.
Sure, that's not good for the reactor, right? It's like constant power moving, nothing happening.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I go pull that shit out. Well, actually,
we
should probably get on the other side of the door first, just in case.
Yeah, we're all gonna get out.
Well, how trash are the Mr. Handy boys?
But we can reopen.
I hope so.
I mean, they are pretty crushed up. They're just enough to jam the door open, just wide enough to slip a good-sized body through.
Yeah. Pull that shit out and we exit the vault. Yeah.
All right.
So you think it's? Holy smokes! I turn and I point at Lawrence. I said, "You were the dude in the lab coat that had the other guys come and rip the reactor apart." Like I just put this together.
Yeah, that's what he was saying.
I'm a little slow, all right? I'm a little slow. It happens.
Yeah, dude, he's turning heel, brother. Or he turned heel, brother, and now he's gone back babyface, dude. You know what I mean, brother? That's right. He was playing a real nasty heel, dude. But now he's over. Now he's over, brother. Now he's turned face again, dude.
But obviously, if this was successful, all of you came to trust that the idea was a good one.
The thing is, with a babyface used to be a heel, dude, you can never really trust them, dude. They could turn heel in 80 seconds, brother. On a dime, dude.
On a dime.
That's right, brother.
As soon as the story says it.
So, you guys are on the outside of the vault.
Yep.
Once you've cleared the blockage, the door slides shut. You guys are in a cave system.
Do we want to see if our Pip-Boy will reopen?
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. I was like, nobody ever does it, but let's just check and see if it
want to check
opens
to
and then
make
close
sure
it back again. Like,
We come back. We come back not like 11 months and 25 days later, and it doesn't open.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, crap.
Oh, we have a problem.
Yeah.
No, so you plug up your Pip-Boy, the door, much slower than it probably should, but it still pulls open.
Yeah. All right. Well, we'll just close it.
Fairly certain at some point the operating mechanisms for opening and closing the door probably need some grease and some TLC.
Note to things
How
that
many
on side
times
quest.
the door will open and close is not for certain.
All right. Well, we're not going to open this bitch again unless we need to. Mechanically speaking, does it appear that this will open again? Repair people?
A few more times, right? No?
At least once more,
What
right?
do you think?
You would assume that it has a few more.
At least once.
Hopefully, once more.
At least once more, we can bring materials back and fix it.
There is a non-zero chance this will open.
Okay.
And with that, gentlemen, we will be calling it for the night.
Yep.
To the viewers, thank you for coming out. This has been the Bull Critters Corner, and we hope you have a wonderful evening.
Yes,
We'll see you next Thursday, right?
See you next Thursday.
Next Thursday.
Bye-bye.
All right. Bye, guys.